And welcome back to another episode of Flick Fights, where 2 movies enter and 1 movie leaves. With me, as always, is Nick 9. Nick, how we doing?
Hey, good. We're doing some shit fights today, which are painful and fun at the same time.
I was going to say, why are you lying to these people? You were not doing good. This sucked.
Yeah. I don't know. Rage is fun sometimes. Like, if you can just, channel it and run through it, we'll get there.
I just wish I had done it in the opposite order that I viewed it in. But yes, this week is another shit fight. If you're unfamiliar with the show, normally we take 2 movies with a similar vein. We run them through 10 rounds, score each one on a 1 to 10 scale, and declare a winner after we go through the plot and everything. When we do our shit fights, 10 means it's the worst. We've taken 2 absolute horrible piece of shit movies that are similar, and we're going to decide which one of them takes the King of Crap award. This week being The Master of Disguise versus The Love Guru.
Mm-hmm.
2 completely train-wrecked SNL alum movies. And
yes, there's a difference between a passenger car pileup and a nuclear waste train pileup, which I think is what we're gonna get here today.
For real, bro. I've seen some pretty shitty SNL movies before. These are the worst. I can't think of a single one that's worse. Nope. I'm not a huge fan of Ladies Man. I know a lot of people like that. I always thought that was pretty brutal, but this
Night at the Roxbury's kind of one joke, but yeah, these are number 1 and 2 of the shittiest SNL movies, and but I think it's second place by a bit of a margin here. I think first place kind of stands on a plinth all by itself on top of a mountain of shit that cannot be comprehended fully, but we'll get there.
You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Please like and subscribe, share the episode, give us 5 stars if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. But without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into our tale of the tape for this evening. In our red corner, we have The Master of Disguise, made in 2002, directed by Perry Andolin Blake. I think it was really funny that he insisted on putting his middle name in this and then just didn't matter. His budget was $16 million. Box office was $43 million, so respectively did okay.
Yeah, got its money and its advertising budget back probably, and a little bit on top. So
right,
I guess
definitely better than the other one.
Well, you know what? I'm a decent part of this budget because I had to see this movie I think about 10 times when I was a kid in the summer, including the after credits scene because they wouldn't let us leave before the credits were done. So.
Yeah, I was also forced to watch this against my will because it was the blockbuster super Christian movie of the summer because it was PG. And I thought it was G, honestly. But it has a runtime of 80 minutes. IMDb has it at 3.3, and I believe this is a new record on a show. Rotten Tomatoes critics has it at a 1%. That means out of 100 critics, only 1 had something positive to say about it.
And he might have just passed out and hit his head in the keyboard by accident.
Sure.
This could be a 1% margin of error.
Audience gave it a much nicer score to 33%. No other notable films for this director. Absolutely
I wonder
why. Starring Dana Carvey, Jennifer Esposito, Brent Spiner, Data, and Harold Gould.
And for 1 second, Keenan from Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, these movies had 2 cameos in common too. It's fucking wild. I don't know why Jessica Simpson is on speed dial for these guys.
What else is she doing? What else is Jessica Simpson
during
doing?
this time? She was murdering it. 2002, she was fucking killing it.
Probably maybe a quarter of that budget just went to her fucking going, "Hi guys, I'm Jessica Simpson."
Yeah,
and
seriously.
walking upset. Yeah,
I think 2002 was when she also did Dukes of Hazzard, so she had the music video for Boots Are Made for Walking all over TV, which is just her in her bikini washing the General Lee.
I remember.
Yeah, I do too. I remember very vividly. That was a core memory.
Remembered 4 or 5 times a day back then.
Yeah. Yeah. What you got, Nick?
All right. In the blue corner, we have The Love Guru. Director Marco Schnabel?
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Budget of $62 million. Worldwide box office of 40.9. Runtime of 87 minutes, IMDb of 3.8, and probably our second lowest Rotten Tomato critic score of a 13%,
Yep.
with an audience of 34, eking out Master of Disguise by 1%, which
Yeah, I
we
like
will
that the
talk
audience
about.
scored these about the same.
Not fair, particularly, I think. Not that Master of Disguise is good, but yet again, fucking open cesspool versus, like, nuclear disposal pit. It's just there's tiers
Well,
of bad.
I wonder how much of that is because of how long it's been since somebody thought about Master of Disguise. Is for some reason we all watch this today, that score would probably tank for Rotten Tomatoes on Master of Disguise.
Our director, yet again, no notable work. He has a primary, second unit, and assistant work. So basically, like, if you don't know what second unit work is, it's like, we need a shot of cars driving down the road for this. Okay, go shoot that. Like, that's what the second unit does.
This was his big break, and we're like, you know what? Never
Yeah.
mind. Go back there. You know what? Actually, don't even do that. I don't even need an assistant.
Notable actors in this are Mike Myers, of course, Jessica Alba, Justin Timberlake, and Ben Kingsley. Yet again, one of these things is not like the others.
You know what else I just realized? First of all, I put Jessica Biel the whole note. I just realized that was wrong. But I think Justin Timberlake dated both Jessica Alba and Jessica Simpson.
Oh, well, there you go. It's like, Justin, who can you get? Give me a second. Opens up the little black book.
You're both named Jessica? I'm in.
I meant to call, oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah, I do love that the Love Guru made out worse financially because it made less in the box office and spent way more on the movie. Like, what was it? 62 million. Yeah, they spent 50 million, almost 50 million more dollars and made 3 million less. That sucks.
You gotta imagine so much of that is just A, the cameos, and B, the elephants. Like, that's probably a huge chunk of the budget. Like, getting Connie to show up for that 10 seconds probably cost him like a cool meal.
And their set, I mean, so much of it is on an actual hockey rink and shit. Like, that sucks. I mean, I think this was about the time probably his Austin Powers magic ran out, where those jokes were everybody was over it, and some of them were just not cool anymore.
Yeah. Well, we had the height of Austin Powers Goldmember, and then we went, I think, to Cat in the Hat. Then this, then nothing.
You know what else came out in 2008? The Dark Knight. Nobody gave a fuck about this movie.
Nope.
But with that, we're going to go ahead and, unfortunately, jump into the plot of Master in Disguise. Yeah. I will say, real quick at the top, so happy these movies were so short. Short. By the time I was like, this is getting bad, I was like, oh, there's only 15 minutes left. All right.
Exactly. Right as your eyes start to roll back into your head, you're just about done with the hell.
And I watched them both today, so that would have never happened if they weren't so short.
You ain't watching Braveheart and fucking Patriot one day. It's too much Mel Gibson for the body to handle.
I would have came on the episode that day and looked like Mel Gibson. Just, where's your fucking aunt, Nick?
But first off, we have Happy Madison Productions to blame for this, as they proudly proclaim in the front of the movie.
I did not notice that. What the fuck? Oh, Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
no wonder Dana Carvey hasn't been in shit.
Yeah, it's like, you had your chance, buddy. Sorry, I gotta go record a Hanukkah song for the 50th time. Fuck off. God, and then we kind of get like a very bad Star Wars style opening, explaining that the Disguisey family has been present throughout history for generations, and the prodigy of the family nowadays is deciding to hang up his hat after his last heist, and
Fabrizio.
Fabrizio. And we cut to Bo Derek in mid sprint.
Yeah, she's also at the end of her. Like, I never thought she was hot to begin with, but especially in this one, she's only in the movie for fucking 30 seconds, and I was like, this isn't working for anybody anymore.
In the dark, and we have 70s data come out behind him as we meet our villain of the movie in the past, Devlin Bowman, right? That's his
Bowman,
name.
Yes, Bowman.
Yes, Devlin Bowman. And she runs out and then just jumps off a balcony and is Batman's just with a shawl.
She straight up like flies at us, like she ends gliding and then goes up for a little bit and floats, and I'm like, they never explain that ever again. No, that never comes up.
Magic kind of exists, I guess. It's unclear.
That whole thing pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, you'll get there. And we get him ripping the Bo Derek face mask off and gaining 85 pounds immediately just in his face. It goes from like this to like that wide of a head, and he's just like I don't want this for my son. And everything is done in a very racist Italian accent, which is nowhere near the most racist thing that happens in this movie, but we will get to it. Oh, God, yeah. And then we just get the grandpa interrupting, when he does this several times, but interrupts the scene and just starts narrating shit.
Right. Yeah, he says he decided to keep it a secret, and Pistachio never knew anything about his urge to disguise himself with anything he could find. And we see him put fucking underwear on his head and a shaving cream beard, and he's always been different. I don't even understand what the underwear was supposed to look like. Like,
I guess wizard hat, and he had like the hockey stick.
oh,
yeah, no,
cool.
this whole first scene just screams immigrant family with neurodivergent child that they don't know how to deal with. That's like
it does. And also
first part of this.
For the first like 5 minutes of this movie, I thought we were in Italy, like the way they all talk and everything. And then the first person he talks to outside of his house has a Brooklyn accent. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, you raised him in America and he talks more Italian than the rest of you?
Yeah, no, it just reminds me of that fucking like Simpsons guy. No, I only speak how you say the broken English.
Yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, they say a young lady's here to see him, and like the first word out of his mouth, I think, is "yes," and I'm like, "Come on."
Yeah, and he goes out to. Also, his mom has a weird accent. She says she's going to make corned beef ravioli. Is she Irish, Italian?
That's what I think. It seemed like they found a lady from Wisconsin and brought her into this Italian family. So again, why the fuck does Pistachio have the strongest Italian accent?
Yeah,
when he has American mother.
I just realized the portmanteau of Irish and Italian is Italian again.
Corned beef ravioli sounds fucking disgusting.
Sounds horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Then he goes out to a woman who must have been the drunkest human alive on the planet last night. Because they say like, yeah, at the bar, I was kind of giving you some wrong signals, and I really don't ever want to see you again. And just doesn't get it. He's just like, okay, mother of my children, I'll see you later. And it's like, oh,
yeah.
God.
Also, Pistachio is a borderline sex offender most of the movie.
Yeah, and just blatantly staring at asses. Like that's a big joke in this movie. Is just big lady butts that comes up.
Well, and she's
times.
If you haven't seen it, her ass is literally like fucking 4 feet wide.
Yeah, no, it's like most doorways she will get stuck in. Like it's insane.
She knocks over a sign when she walks away from him, and it's fucking insane. This whole movie's insane.
Yeah, and then it's just like something he says that the ass reminds me of my mom or something like that.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah, they sell it called the mama caboose. I think is like they constantly refer to it as. It's like, oh my God, like I could spend hours just ripping apart this first scene. Just like show this to Freud, and he would just like get a pale expression on his face and start fucking writing.
But yeah, then a kid falls over on the sign, and a guy's like, go do one of your funny voices to cheer him up. And I wouldn't have ever thought doing an impression of Donkey was racist until I heard it come out of Dana Carvey's mouth for some reason.
It's racist and Scottish, too. Like, it's just everything that happens is just an affront to common decency. Yeah, but it's like, it's not even a good impression. Like, I could do a better Czech impression if you fucking press me to do it, which I will not. But like it's so bad. And even the kid kind of reacts like, and I'm like, yeah, that is the correct emotion to feel when someone does that to you. Yeah, it's that kind of hollow emptiness and despair. Like that perfect job, kid.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about the impression at all. And then his dog comes out, and that's what does cheer him up. And then he names his dog The Cuteness.
Yeah, and then the dude's like, oh, well, how about you play with your dog? He's like, you don't have a dog. It's like, well, maybe your dad can give you a dog. I don't have a dad. And it's like, oh my God.
I do. That part did crack me up. What does he say? Papa deficiency?
Yeah.
Oh, the Papa deficiency.
That's the new name we have to give to orphans. They're just Papa deficiency.
Yeah, he says you can play with the dog anytime you want, and he's like, anyway, on to the hungry patrons. Arrivederci! And I'm like, I'll fucking kill you.
Yep. Yeah, and he goes in, and we do the hilarious gag of carrying too many plates and getting tripped.
Yeah, and how it all lands perfectly on their heads at the table, and he starts wiping off one of the guy's glasses.
And he starts grating Parmesan on top of them, and
I can't believe how funny people thought this was back then. I
Yeah.
can't fucking believe it. I'm immediately annoyed, and I was a child when I saw this.
I know, you feel shame. Like, I laughed at this and I'm
Yes,
ashamed at my former laughter.
exactly. I mean, yeah, most of this movie is farting that made me laugh when I
Yeah,
was a
and
kid.
mocking. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like, yeah, just yeah, then we just cut to another joke where he's going to take the order of a waiter and then looks like he's like just having a stroke and just starts mimicking the Texan guy and his wife yet again badly. Like,
Yeah, it's not. He's not
he
an
was
impression guy. If they had
no,
taken like Jay Farrow or something and done this movie, like somebody that's like incredible at
yeah,
impressions, maybe funnier. But
yeah.
when you're bad at it, like,
But this is like your friend who's kind of good at impressions and has 3 decent voices. Like, that's what
right.
this is. Like, this is, I don't know, like, it frustrates me that this man made a career out of this for any period of time, and I have to try. Like, that makes me mad.
Well, he's one of the few people that didn't survive outside of SNL at all. Like, he
Yeah.
tried to make his own sketch comedy show where, again, he thought he was really good at impressions, failed horrendously. I think he did his George Bush or Bill Clinton impression on that, too, and got kicked off the air for breastfeeding a bunch of puppies dressed as the president. I'm going to be honest, I didn't think he was that funny on SNL ever, either. He was always pretty heavily carried by Mike Myers in Wayne's World and shit. Church Lady, I never thought was funny. My dad fucking adored it, but
he's what's it called? Who's the Adam Sandler parasite? Fucking who's like an asshole
Rob
now.
Schneider?
Yeah, he's like the Rob Schneider fucking version to like he's the parasite of the parasite.
Yeah, it was disgusting. But yeah, does the impression, pisses the guy off, then starts doing it to his dad when he comes up.
Yeah.
Hey,
And he's like, it's getting worse, Father. The voices in my head are getting worse. Like, it's fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's like, Jesus Christ, help your son.
Yeah, apparently if you don't use the magic of the Disguisey family, you just become a schizophrenic person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes outside and sees the girl he has a crush on from 5 seconds ago making out with the guy that just tripped him. And again, telling him that she's not into him.
Yeah. She literally says, like, the funny voices, they were, like, funny for 2 seconds. That was about it. I'm like, yeah. Why? The movie knows. Why are we here?
And then we get into our dilemma pretty quickly as we see the dad taking out trash at night and some guys pull up and kidnap him. He slaps them away for a little bit and then he's gone.
Also, apparently the slapping was to keep it in the PG range because closed fist punching gets you a PG-13, but slapping, you can slap the shit out of anyone you want and it's fine.
That's fucking ridiculous. The rating system is so fucking stupid.
Yep.
But this scene right here, I think, is if you just cut this scene, you can show everything wrong with the movie because they kidnap his dad and then chloroform his mom, and no time in between here. He goes straight from that to putting a cannoli on the phone to speak with the police and then praying with a cannoli in his hand. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, for the love of God, who greenlit cannoli on the phone?
And they say, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. That just fucking goes. And then Exorcist reference, because why the fuck
what
not?
the hell?
Yeah, we just get fucking
straight
tubular
up
bells.
use the music, the scene, and everything.
I think there's a fart joke in it. Like, he farts as he comes in. It's just, ugh.
Yeah, he comes up and he says he's his father's father and something else.
Yeah.
And he says, my father, your son, holy cannoli, you are my sister. And I'm like, really? Really?
Yeah. And,
we couldn't write better than this?
Yeah, and he just pushes past and he's like, I hunger, and just fucking runs in, cut to him fucking eating a meatball. And he just says, it's like, I came in, no mama, no papa, and ransackery, which is the only word I like from this entire movie. Yeah. Then he used ransackery at some point.
He says it on the phone with the police and here, ransackery. And then when he turns back to him, he has disappeared. Well, he says, did you hear anything from the roof that sounded like this? And then slaps him like 5 times. Yeah. And then disappears. And then there's just a maid here all of a sudden that he doesn't question at all.
Average Mexican full maid uniform that's just always in his restaurant that he just questions like they're a normal person there. Yeah. Also, the house is like completely fixed, everything immediately. So it's like the superpower of the costume or something. I don't fucking know.
But yeah, he asked the maid if she saw his grandpa, and then he's like, he said, "It's me, you idiot." He was like, "This isn't even at the top of my game." And then like,
Yep.
I will give credit to the lady for doing really good voice lip syncing to the lines of the grandpa. But
And it starts like grabbing her face, and I'm like, is he gonna grab her boobs? Like, I'm waiting.
I was waiting for it, dude.
I was
If this
waiting for
wasn't
it.
PG, you know what would have happened.
Yep.
He would have started touching her, and yeah. And then they repeat the speech from the beginning. I love it when they do that in movies.
Yeah.
When they
'Cause
do a
we're
fucking
so dumb we
intro
need to hear it
speech.
twice. Yeah.
Literally 20 minutes in, you're in the same shit.
Oh yeah, and apparently, so I think we had what did we have? It was all so stupid. My brain's trying to forget it to protect itself. But we had
When they're describing them throughout time.
Yeah,
you
there's
see
like,
Dana Carvey as like a statue in like ancient Europe catching a thief. And then we
Yeah.
see Dana Carvey as the cherry tree George Washington was cutting down, and it runs
Yes.
away.
And and then this is the one that fucking hurt me, where he does the 4-score speech of Lincoln, then he starts breakdancing to Move It, Move It.
Yep. Again, I don't know who that was for, man. I didn't think that was funny at all. Like,
Apparently this entire movie is for his 2 9-year-old sons, and as a fucking tween at that age, I can tell you no.
I'm telling you right now, my kids wouldn't fucking give a shit about this movie.
No.
Maybe one of the fart scenes, and then the second time they'd be like, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was dumb as fuck. And then this part kind of cracked me up. He pulls out the giant disguisey book for him, and after saying, "I can't help you, you have to go find your mama and papa," and then he opens the pop-up book. The disguisey family book is a pop-up, because of course it is, and it's a farmer with a sign that says, "If a father and mother are missing, only a son who has become a master of disguise can find them without help from the grandpa." And he goes, "That's just one specific farmer."
And again, they just do it twice, and there's never like a third beat. Just,
yeah.
And
then he asks him if his father had a dark secret place anywhere, and it's like, he had an attic, and then that's when they find the nest.
And also, did he in his entire life never wonder where like the top half of this building was? Just it's a massive fucking like 3-story tall bat cave that's presumably behind the giant clock in the pistachio fucking building. It's just like, did he never think about like the massive void above the fucking restaurant? And like as a kid, like, I wonder what's up there. Oh, nothing, just the attic that definitely doesn't go high enough to fucking be this entire building.
Or at the very least, touched the golden decorated ball in the center of the attic.
Yes. Oh yes, the well-hidden button, which is just a golden obelisk in the center of the room with a button that says fucking push me on it, basically.
Right. And then sets off a Rube Goldberg machine.
Which doesn't do anything, activates the train. The train doesn't do anything else. It's just to turn the train set on. That's it. And does he have to reset the string every fucking time he wants to go in and out of that room? Like, new candle, new string, gotta put the fucking marble back up there. It doesn't.
Imagine your kid setting that off your Batcave Rube Goldberg machine on accident. Be like, I have to fucking redo all this shit.
No, you know what? You're doing it. Hands on the string.
Yeah, they open the nest, and he says, "Now I can teach you to become Master of Disguise." And he starts singing Master of Disguise, and the grandpa rightfully hits him. But this is where I put everything in this movie was made to be a trailer moment, because like all of this shit, all their like peak funny moments, I remember from the trailer, because he just starts going, "I'm going to be a Master of Disguise." He's, "Wow, shut up!"
Yep.
I remember that.
Yep. And then we get the first of the original soundtrack for the song, the fucking Master of Disguise rap.
It's terrible. Even the song is awful, bro.
It's up there with the Ninja Turtles rap, "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go." Like,
yeah, and this is fucking 12 years after that.
Yeah, you don't need the fucking excuse to be Vanilla Ice, and this fucking made some
exactly.
name. Like, it's just and it's the first of 3.
Yeah. Yeah,
so both these movies have the theme of, I guess, original soundtracks, I guess.
Oh, can you imagine telling your friends, like, I got a gig for a fucking Happy Madison movie? I'm like,
yeah,
what?
Mike Myers
when it comes out,
fucking,
don't fucking talk to us anymore, dude. That was terrible.
Yeah, like, we're gonna, just, you ever heard of shunning? We're bringing that
He has
back.
an Indian friend that's like, I never want to see your face again. I hope you fail musically.
Yeah, no, we're getting there. But I thought Short Circuit was the worst brown face I've ever seen. But I was disabused of those notions very short.
Yeah, this is
man.
pretty late in the game to be doing this shit too. So
yeah, we don't
but
even
you
have
get your
the.
first
It was the
disguise-
80s, and we didn't know better.
right, and it's so much more aggressive. But yeah, you get your
Yeah.
first disguise montage, which is dumb as shit. Master Disguise for Dummies book, the inflatable
Yep.
suits floating around, and then
Disguises himself as a young girl and hits on school children,
yeah, gets a rose from a schoolboy.
which is not the only problematic child hitting on joke in this movie, but yet again, we'll get that's way later, and I have some things to say about a couple of the jokes at the end of this movie, because holy shit.
A lot of things to say about the joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we cut back to wherever the dad is, and it's Devlin Bowman from the beginning. Says he spent 20 years in prison because of him and Bo Derek. They show a feed of the mom who thinks she's at home preparing dinner because of a special potion in the caramel corn. So we have assumed that she will nonstop eat caramel corn and have also crafted a potion that makes her think she's somewhere else. She
And
never needs to sleep. She never needs to go to the bathroom.
No. And has a custom kitchen torture dungeon rigged with lethal traps and assassins.
And
That
what
also
the fuck
looks
is the
exactly like
mom
her
even
house.
here for? Like, she's not necessary to this at all.
All you gotta do, show her on a feed, tied up to a chair, gag in her mouth, fucking done. That's all
Yeah.
we need. That's, yeah.
A special potion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Says he wants him to become the Master Disguise again to help him obtain the world's rarest treasures. And he says, you're a sick man, Bowman. I'm like, why though? Like, that's a relatively benign supervillain
Yeah.
request.
And then he starts laughing and he farts.
For the first of, I think, 5 times in this movie.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I can think of is that prison was not kind to him and he just has some sphincter control issues.
See, if we
from
got
his-
the R-rated edition of it,
Yeah.
they made that joke, maybe. But, yeah.
Oh, no, he just has chronic flatulence. I guess that's the joke, and it never
Only when he
comes up.
laughs, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like not used to defeat him or in any clever way, or just it's
Right.
just
He
a
just gets
little
upset about it and
character.
stops laughing every time.
Yep.
Oh, God. And yeah, now we're straight into fucking brown face after this.
Yeah, and it's yeah. So, out of all the things we could have dressed up as in the entire world, we are going as
In 2002.
I want to say like a Team America World Police was more tasteful in their depictions of people from the Middle East. But
I won't
yeah,
disagree with that.
It's Dana Carvey in full brown makeup with lip makeup including and dark eye makeup and an Indian outfit with a turban.
You know what I think puts
and-
it over the top is why do they include disgusting, fucked up teeth? Like, why? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like sticking out of his mouth. Yeah, bro.
yeah, playing a recorder because that's what Indian people do.
Right.
And then as we try to burn through the haze of all the racist brown face, we learn about Energico, which is not the Force.
Right, yes. So he says it's an invisible energy field that binds all disguises, past and present. You can access words, skills, ideas, and feel like another person, become another person. And that's
Yes.
also the mantra. You just say, become another person. We couldn't come up with anything better than that for the mantra that shifts you into another human being.
Yeah, and all it does is just make you into the most racist caricature of an Indian person I've ever seen, including audio.
So here's the thing. When he does this, he needs costumes. They all need costumes sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah.
They need costumes, and he just looks like himself with a shitty accent. Every time we see his dad doing this, he is literally another person.
Yeah.
I don't understand why even put this concept of magic into it. Like, is he just not good
Yeah.
enough at the magic yet? So he still has to use these disguises?
Or here's a real fucking easy way to do it. Use an Indian guy for a second. You done it with
Exactly.
the dad. Just fucking
Exactly.
have an Indian guy come in and just be himself for fucking 15 seconds and then fucking have Dana Carvey take out the mat. It's just like how did it get so far? And so like even the caterer should have said something like fucking that was there. Like just like
Right.
anyone on set, like the fucking like the fucking like audio group should have been like, guys, it's kind of racist, man, right?
You know damn well somebody probably brought it up like, well, why does the dad turn into people and Pistachio does. Can you imagine having serious conversations about this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Why
Just
does
like
Pistachio just look like you still? Like, because I want to do the fucking voice. That's what
just
happened. That's 100% what
10
happened.
harried fucking producers just at a fucking conference table with their hair all fucked up and all this shit crossed out on the board. That happened for this movie. Like this, and no one stopped it. No one at any point said, I think we
So
should
when
just wrap this one
Pistachio
up.
becomes a small schoolgirl and hits on a child,
Yeah.
yeah, they introduce the concept of this magic that can make you literally become a person to basically never use it.
Yep.
All it really helps him do is do an offensive accent.
And
That's
then
it.
play Kenny G for the snake.
Right.
And that's
Played
it.
Kenny
Yeah.
G. He tests him by pulling on a cobra. Let's see if it actually worked now. And he starts playing literally not just saxophone coming out of a flute. It's an entire track coming out of the flute
Mm-hmm.
to charm this snake.
And then he
And
kind
it
of
wasn't even
races at it a little bit
remotely
more.
funny. Like,
And
beyond
yeah,
offensive, nothing was funny.
and we just linger on it like
Yeah.
it fucking they think it's the funniest thing in the movie. It just like the joke just goes fucking on, so like everything else is ADHD fucking instant fucking 2-second ending, but we linger on this for so fucking long. And like he's like, oh, I'm gonna put the snake, oh, you're going to the snake, oh my. After 4 or 5 minutes of just blatant brown face, just dead center fucking frame, just digging the hole deeper with every fucking word. It's just, no.
That's what I'm saying. Just on that alone, if you put out like a when they do the special re-release in theater, you do this today, that 32% from the audience on Rotten Tomatoes goes but past a 1, like somehow.
Oh, dude, if you re-release this today, you have to put that shit they put on like the fucking like propaganda films from fucking
Right.
Looney Tunes and shit.
Right.
We're like, this was made in a different time. This does not reflect our
Exactly.
views anymore.
This was made in a different time where most people low-key had a problem with this, but he did it anyway.
Yeah, but you know what? I think they've like fucking abandoned making any money off of this. It was free on YouTube and like legitimately free on YouTube. So it's just the fucking they
clearly hit their
abandoned
market with Christians that wanted to go see a rated PG movie and didn't give a fuck about racism.
This must have been the only fucking movie out that was PG that year. It's the only thing I can think of.
Dead ass. Yeah. Anyway, then he starts teaching about fighting. We have to move past the racism. Kind of.
Well,
I called him out for being racist here too, because he says we don't believe in fighting with a closed fist. We only fight with an open hand. I'm like, yeah, that's called Krav Maga, you fucking racist.
Mm-hmm.
Like the area you were just mocking one scene ago, they invented that shit. And then shows him a slap fighting dummy, teaches him slap fighting, gets slapped by the dummy. Ha ha ha, funny, funny, funny. And you have to
say,
repeat, yeah.
Who's your daddy? Yeah, to demoralize your opponent.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hilarious. I also want to know how many kids tried to fight with that after this movie.
Oh, I mean, I was at summer camp. We were all slapping the shit out of each other after we saw this. This was a problem. I think like one kid busted in his room. Yeah, and then we cut to the dad, Fabrizio, just pulling a quick national treasure. Just,
Yep.
Just stealing the fucking Nicolas Cage made it look hard. Fucking master disguise, just
Yeah.
in that 2 seconds, no problem.
He becomes Michael Johnson, the Olympic sprinter.
Yes.
And we just cut into the scene on, thanks for letting me borrow the Constitution, guys. And then they do a baton handoff to him with the Constitution as he runs off.
Yeah, at like hyper speed.
Yes. Which is just fast forward because it's 2002.
Mhm.
And then he gets into the car, gives it to Bowman, and he does an evil laugh and farts again.
Yeah.
We rinse and repeat this scene 3 times.
Yeah. He laughs, farts, gets sad, threatens wife. Moving on.
When you break it down like that, it does sound kind of funny. He farts and then threatens the guy's wife. I'll kill your fucking wife. What the fuck?
Yeah, then we get a grandpa and Fabrizio staring at ass of a long-haired, thick person who turns around.
Bro,
is a
what the
guy
fuck
and,
was this?
Oh my god, we were staring at a man for a second. Oh,
that's the entire scene. It
That's
didn't
it.
matter.
It did
Any
not.
way, remote way. They're like, first of all, the person they're checking out looks just like a heavy-set woman, and then turns and it has a beard, and they're like, shove their ice cream cones in their mouth, and I went, oh, And then we're on to the
Yeah.
next scene. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Just need a little veiled homophobia just to sprinkle on top of the last scene. Fucking brown face, just a little. Remember, this was around the time Hillary Duff had to tell us all not to say the word "gay" as a pejorative. So like we weren't okay here. Like we were still learning.
I mean, even aside from the homophobia, wasn't a funny thing. It was just randomly. You could have shoehorned this at any point in the movie because it didn't matter, and it was 4 seconds long. It was really weird.
Yeah.
And then, he asks, am I a master? And he says, no, you're a level 1 apprentice, and there's 7,000 levels. Also, it's tradition to hire an assistant. And I was really confused for this scene, by the way. I thought it was a joke. I didn't know what Jensen and Loeb meant, and I Googled it, and it doesn't mean anything. So I was just more confused.
Yeah. We get a montage of hiring assistants, and it's not even like they're saying anything wrong. It's just like grandpa being verbally abusive for like 45 seconds, and that's it.
I was
like a montage of random people.
Yeah, the first lady says, I used to be an executive secretary for Jensen and Loeb, and he goes, get out right now. And I was like, what, is that something? Is it like Enron or something? And I started looking it up. Doesn't exist. I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, and then that's like the only information we get, and everyone is just like, out, no, next, no. It's just that. And like 50 applicants and 50 losers, and then Jennifer comes in, and poor woman did not know what she was walking into.
I also just realized her character has her actual name, but
yes, it's one of those. It's like the actor maybe
Jennifer. Who
react
cares? This scene was also weird as fuck. The kid crashes on the skateboard outside, and the grandpa comes out. And when he starts talking, he says, there's a talking baby out here. And he goes, I want to see the talking baby. Coochie, coochie, coo. And I'm like, what the shit is going on?
I don't know if there was a script to this movie, or they just like did a lot of ketamine and just fucking walked out and just started fucking spamming words. Like, I don't know.
They were trying to harp on like he's really good with kids, and that was the point or something, but it didn't come across that way. And he comes out and he's like, says something about peeing his pants. And he says, I was potty trained when I was 2. And he was like, of course, you were the conductor of the potty train. And okay.
And then as a hot mom, Jennifer shows up, and the first thing they do is ask her for her measurements, and I would have just run.
I literally typed, they ask for her measurements, and then they laugh when she says 34 for her waist, and they start laughing and saying, oh, she has a little bottom. And then she says, I don't know if I'm right for this. I'm like, yes, run, bitch, run.
Yeah. And she's like, I can like hear you right as they're just talking shit about her ass. They're like, oh, let us switch to Italian and continue talking shit about her ass. And it's like, pico culo. I'm like, I know what that means.
Right. And also, like, I feel like the mother at this point, when they immediately start talking about her ass, would be like, I'm beginning to question the fact that my son knows you, and I'm concerned.
Yeah, and then she's like, what is the job? It's like, I'm a master of disguise. And it's like, what is that? It's like, what, you got a problem? Master of disguise? I'm like, not explaining. And then she asks what the pay is, and it's like 400 in dental stick. Oh, dental, fuck yeah. So I guess she has some jacked up teeth or something, because that's like her reason to do this is fucking dental.
And $417 a week in 2002, not awful. No. And then they're like, but assistants commonly fall in love with their disguising masters. Can you resist pistachio? He makes his best sexy face, and she just laughs.
Yeah. Yet again, going into a theme of hot women falling in love with dudes because they wrote the movie.
Exactly. Yep. He tells him he's now level 1.5. He's leaving. He tells him to remember the questions who, why, where, and how. And we spend 5 minutes watching him recite it wrong.
Uh-huh.
And then they sing the song together to remember the words.
And Jennifer's like, so about the dental, like, just fucking not
that part did make me laugh.
This.
The grandpa actor, and she's like, do I pay and then you reimburse me, or do we send it directly to Delta Dental? And he's like, you sicken me. And then he's like, oh, by the way, here's the disguisey briefcase and the disguisey ball of knowledge. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's a special tool that'll help us later. Just fucking,
Yes, here is a MacGuffin.
Literally, it's the most MacGuffin that ever MacGuffin.
Right.
Like, when I think of MacGuffin, like, this is what comes into my head, like a little shiny golden ball that does something. Like,
yeah, they love their golden balls in this, by the way. You know what also sucks? Whoever did the prop design in this movie knocked it out of the fucking park.
I know,
with all
I
the
noticed that a few times, man. Yeah. It's like, totally wasted. Like even like the next scene, his little like headgear thing is fucking cool, and it's just like it's fucking such a goddamn waste. But yeah, we start the pattern of Jennifer being the only competent adult in this entire movie, and she says, well, "Let's go check at the scene of the crime." And I think, is this the first crazy might work?
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess his catchphrase is, "It's so crazy. So crazy, it just might work." And they think that's fucking hysterical.
They really, really do. And also, it doesn't even make sense for his fucking character that he would immediately slip into this misogynistic, fucking nothing role. Like, everything else would point to him being overtly nice to this woman and just letting her do all the work. But
unless we miss that part of the grandpa training, it's like, okay, so this is all from the old world. Treat your wife like shit.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know that vibe between his dad and his American mom. I wouldn't doubt it,
Yeah.
But yeah, they find a cigar. She says she dated a cigar. Says she dated a guy that smoked them and recognizes the brand on it, and it's from the Turtle Club.
She wasn't here. Parents are dead.
Yep. And then he says his disguisey instinct. He's like, remember that thing you said a while ago about the Turtle Club? My disguisey instincts are going crazy.
Well, she says it. We get it in his head, and then they talk about it again. It's just like,
yeah. I feel like I can usually appreciate even comedy that doesn't make me laugh and appreciate that it is a joke at least. But most of the time in this movie, I'm just like, that wasn't even a joke. But she says you have to be a member, and he says, to the nest. And then we get probably the most notable scene in this movie that everyone remembers, which is the Turtle Club. And I hated it way more than I remember.
And yet
At a certain point, I was questioning myself, like, do I not remember what turtles do? Because I don't remember them making these noises.
Yeah, well, I mean, when they're having sex, they do.
Oh, well, I guess that tracks then. But yeah, to the Turtle Club scene. I immediately want to burn everything to the ground. I don't like. She forced their way in. He thinks they're getting in because of his awesome turtle disguise. We see a guy cutting cigars, and she walks up with the cigar and asks if he recognizes it. And I'm like, is that a thing?
This actor too. He's a Cecil in fucking Mr. Deeds, like that fucking actor. And
Yep. She asks if he recognizes it, and he does, thank God. Otherwise, that would have been the dumbest question of all time. And says it's from a private collection he made for Devlin Bowman. And she asks for his address, and he's like, no.
Yeah, which rightfully so, but also you did just fucking, like, rat out his fucking full fucking government name to this person. So I can just go look him up in the phone book. That's fine.
Which she essentially does after this, but...
yeah.
He says, can't give that information, and then, fucking Pistachio. He what?
Yeah. Pistachio threatens him. He's like, "I'll do you harm, terrible turtle harm."
Terrible turtle harm, yeah. And then, like, belly bumps him and then just leaves.
Yeah. And then as they're leaving, three bros come over to hit on Jennifer and mock the turtle.
Yeah. Like, can we get you a drink and your friend some pond water? And then he tucks into his shell, and then they go to look inside, and he bites a dude's nose off and spits it back on. So now we've used magic to explain becoming other people. Is this supposed to explain the fucking Looney Tunes universe we just walked into now too? Or
is that how you do the face thing? You just rip other people's facial features off and put them on yourself? Is that the true horror? Is Bo Derek dead? Is that how he did the mask? Like he just fucking skinned her like Game of Thrones and fucking that's how
they got a fucking room of faces, and it's just the Energico magic is just atomic level severing of body parts. Like, for real, though, like, why even bother to try to explain, like, magic exists, and then something like this happens? But bites a dude's nose off and spits it back on. And I wrote, was this entire movie a prank?
Could be. I mean, like, if someone wanted to kill Dana Carvey's career, this would be the blueprint to do so.
Yeah, maybe Adam Sandler was trying to make this happen. But yeah, the transition from scene to scene here, he does that to the guy's nose, and then he's just spinning around on his back, like, giggling, and we're in the next scene.
The scene transitions in this is just like fucking like someone got carried away with the Photoshop or the Adobe After Effects fucking like wipes. Like,
exactly.
Fucking everything.
Somebody loved Adam West Batman and did some experimenting in this movie.
Yes. And then we cut to Jennifer, who seems kind of distraught and seems like she's kind of like done for a second. And but then he just starts geeking out about how fucking awesome he was the entire time.
Right.
Like, I used my powers for the first time. It was amazing.
And she's like, okay, well, I guess. Yeah, first she says, I think I'm in over my head. And is like trying to quit. Yeah, and then he does all that. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to need a lift tomorrow because my boyfriend's going to have the car. And he's like, oh, you have a boyfriend. Good night, love cake. And I'm like, love cake?
Yeah.
So what I meant to say is I have a present for Barney. Knee pads. If somebody was like, I bought your son knee pads, I'm fucking them up right on the spot.
Yeah.
Only knee pads?
Oh, God, yeah. There's some worrying. Did Weinstein have anything to do with this movie? I mean, I don't know. There's a couple of things in this I'm like,
you know what's funny? I just remembered I did see something about David and Carvey being in the Epstein files, so I kind of might not be shocked after this.
Wouldn't surprise me very much.
Maybe that's why Mike Myers doesn't hang out with him anymore.
Maybe, yeah. It's gotta be a reason.
That was weird as fuck. And yeah, now rare item number 46 is the Liberty Bell, and we got Jesse Ventura cameo. When I kind of loved that.
Specifically.
Yeah, Governor Ventura, back when he didn't look insane. He was insane, but he just didn't look it yet. And he's like, thanks for the Liberty Bell, guys. I'll bring it right back. And they're like, thanks, Governor Ventura. Gets in the car with Bowman, and he says, my skills are meant for the betterment of mankind. And he's still Ventura saying all this. It's kind of funny. My skills were meant for the betterment of mankind. And then we get again,
laugh, fart, disappointment.
Yep. You know, like, is it literally every time? It's every time. Okay.
And then we cut to the next scene where we meet boyfriend Trent, who says 2 words to him and then is just immediately a sociopath.
Yeah. Trent is possibly the biggest piece of shit in the whole movie. He crushes his... First of all, if you're threatened by this guy, Pistachio, stealing your girlfriend, you're fucked.
And like immediately starts talking about how stupid and clumsy and shitty the kid is and how much he hates children and just like speed run to like the fucking asshole, like fucking jock bro, dude.
And then we see a scene where Pistachio's getting choked out by the dummy while Jennifer's doing all the research. So
and apparently Devlin Bowman has, been really consistent with his goals since high school, as his entire plan is just posted on classmates.com, which is he wants to own all of the world's landmarks and treasures and then sell them and be rich.
Yeah, it says his goal is to become the world's greatest black marketeer and possess the rarest treasures on Earth and store them in an underground lair. She's like, this is insane. Is this real? And the whole time in the background, Pistachio's just getting beat up by a dummy and pulling his pants down.
And I get again, she's like, well, I know there's like a curios collection thing tomorrow at like this old toys and stuff. Maybe he'll be there. And then cut to that and he's there. And this I know for a fact they cut a 12-minute scene here because they're just there and they find him. Like it's just like there's no like going to the place, funny things happening at the toy store. Like they have this whole fucking set up and nothing. And I think this is yet again, not to drag your trivia, I just know a lot about this movie, but apparently they were going to have him play a little person and run around and go under people's skirts. And that was considered too offensive. So they had a conversation about things that were too offensive, but Indian guy fucking slid through.
Meanwhile, 6 years later, we're apparently fine with it again. So we also get one more so crazy it might work, and he looks at the camera during that one. And I'm like, you did not earn that camera look. Fuck you.
No.
But yeah, he's playing Gammy Yum Yum, and Jennifer gets kind of flirty with Jennifer, and Jennifer gets them invited to a party at his house with antiquers and shit. Is the long and short of it. I did kind of crack up when they're talking, and he just keeps popping in as the grandma. Like, we're never going to have babies.
I desire moisture.
You can come to my house. We're never going anywhere with you. Then we're at the park with Barney. He tells her he has a plan to distract Bowman while we're there. She says, no, the job description didn't mention dating weird old guys. And then they pull up the pop-up book again, and it says, from time to time, assistants to level 1.5, apprentice master disguise may require their assistants to date old guys, super weird old guys. He goes, well, there you have it.
Yeah, you have to do it now, and she just doesn't fight him on that. It's the Papa Booker's Law, and she needs that fucking dental. I wish she'd said something like dental.
Right.
Just
because like nobody has explained this pop-up book to her, what it means or why it means anything for her.
Yeah, that'd be like me going like a debate and like busting out a fucking National Geographic pop-up book. Nope, see right there, I win.
Or what I've seen in real life is somebody bust out the Bible and well, the Bible says, get that shit out of here, bro.
Oh God, did you see the what was it? The Russell Brand Bible thing.
Oh yeah, Piers Morgan is a
fucking
fucking goat for that, bro.
Yeah.
Just lets him hang himself. Just fucking sitting there like, yep, no, I will give you all the time in the world to find this Bible verse, buddy. But now we're at the party, and Pistachio is Tony Montana. Says, say hello to my little friend, which is a shrunken head. Just cause.
Yeah, I guess they had one laying around, and he thought it was funny.
Yeah,
and like, wouldn't that be like, who hired the Tony Montoya impersonator for this? Like, does it not exist in this? Like, is it the most conspicuous thing on the planet?
Yeah, I don't know, man. He does go through like 3 over the course of this thing, but yeah, for this he's Tony Montana at first, and then I think this whole movie was just an excuse for him to do impressions for no reason.
Yeah,
that's the hors d'oeuvre guy. If he has a little wiener and some tiny nuts.
Oh,
I
that
remember
hors d'oeuvre man!
Huge laugh when I was younger.
Yeah. That hors d'oeuvre man, though, like the resentment and anger on his face is real.
Yes.
Like that was no acting can portray that amount of loathing. Like it just.
Well, he just probably have to stand there for an hour while Dana Carvey ad-libbed at him, you know?
Just fucking talking shit about his little wiener and tiny nuts.
Yeah, probably got racist at some point. And
yeah.
I totally bought
it. Also, yet again, kind of brown face again.
Yep. He sounds more Colombian than Al Pacino did as this character. It's ridiculous. Yes. At a certain point, he's dancing with the performers for some reason. While Jennifer's snooping around, Bowman kind of catches her, but just was like, I'll show you around the house. But yeah, now he's dancing with the performers and doing flips and shit. And Bowman snaps his fingers like, I don't fucking like that guy. Get him away from me.
Yeah. Not even chasing him because he's like a spy, just because he's being such an obnoxious douchebag at the party. Yeah. And they start running after him, and Jaws reference.
Yep. He finds a pond somewhere, switches disguises, gets in a boat, and becomes Jaws.
Yeah. Yeah. And just as like the worst parody, it's like sharks in the water.
Yeah.
Literally that.
In the water. But yeah, they like, show me your arm. And he goes, you want to see my arm, Chiefy? And it's hairy as fuck. So I guess that's how they figure out he was Tony Montana.
So the Tony Montana arm. And yeah, they chase him again. And then he's just a pile of shit and grass. Which works.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. It's classic military 101. Then he just immediately stands up.
That's how I feel about him as a character.
Oh,
he's
that
a pile
too.
Of shit.
He's a pile of shit. Yeah, it's the truest thing. And then he gets up like 2 seconds after they like just turned around, and they see him again, and they chase after him. And
that I appreciated, because if it was any other movie, it would be like, how the fuck did they not see? And this one, he stands up, and they're like, hey.
Yeah. And then he just runs to a bus bench and puts up a newspaper, and they use him that way, even though the glass bench the bench is glass and the paper is not facing towards them. But it's
the way Nick
fine.
Just described it makes it sound much shorter. They chase him as a pile of shit for a super long time. And I put in all caps, why the fuck are we spending so much time on this?
Yeah, they're like trying to do a Scooby-Doo thing, kind of, and no.
Then he comes back to Bowman's house, and then I'm confused about what is happening. So he comes back as a Bavarian guy named Constable Mueller,
who says he's looking for Jennifer because she owes back taxes to the Bavarian government.
And I'm like, this is one of those moments that I'm like, who is this fucking impression for? Like, who is this familiar with Bavarian constables that this is like nailing it for them, you know?
I don't know. This entire scene just had me like think of like a D&D game where like someone's trying to do like disguise self very badly, and like, despite all this skill, it doesn't matter because you're an idiot.
Exactly.
They come back, and he's a different character now from just the 007 parody fucking says he's
Yeah,
from Interpol.
007 / like Watson, I think. Because
Yeah.
his name is Terry Suave, London, Scotland Yard, that sort of thing. And fucks this up too. And then she has to save him from himself. But also, what's happening? Where's the party? How long has she been here?
Don't know. He says something about a minty himpo, which made me think of a spearmint rhino, which was weird. Yeah, he leaves with Jennifer, and he's like, "Yeah, I got away clean." And they're like, "That was suspicious as fuck. Follow him."
Right. Yeah, I don't know if this is the next day or what, but the party has been over for a while. Or at some point, she's just been here all by herself.
Yeah.
Aggressively looking through her purse and shit. I don't understand what happened, but now they're at a bar or something. I don't know what this place is. This place is super fucking weird. And Pistachio knocks over a waitress who then spills a drink on Trent behind them, who is with Sophia, the girl he had a crush on from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, fuck you, we're over. And then they get in a fight and he whips his ass. Like Pistachio beats the shit out of Trent.
He just slaps him and "Who's your daddy?" with no extra training from the last time he did this.
Yeah, just suddenly a master of it. Pulls out his own credit cards and shows it to him for no reason. Like Bugs Bunny fight, essentially.
Yeah. Sophia's kind of into it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's all over him immediately, and he like gently pushes her away and then leaves with Jennifer. And then we just hard cut to rare item number 99, where Jessica Simpson is stealing the Apollo lunar module.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, she's even hotter in this one than she was in the other one.
Yep. And they're just like, "Bye, Jessica Simpson." Goes back to car. "I'm not doing this again." "Yes, you are." Fart. Fart. And then, it's like there's like a moment like, "I can do it." Oh, they do it. And it's like, I guess the one time it was kind of funny.
Yes,
but
that's. I was like, all right, it's funny again, kind of. Then it's not again later.
Yep. They blew their load, and then then they just go back to the default joke. After this, Jennifer is starting to succumb to the Stockholm syndrome.
Yes. Yeah, she says she doubted you. I doubted you at first, but now I believe you can do anything. He was like, "Well, that is not the truth. I cannot turn mud into oatmeal." Good one. And she's like, "No, but you can find your mom and dad." And he says, "I believe now, too, my tiny butter bottom." I mean, Jennifer. She's like, "You said butter bottom." He's like, "Did I? Future mother of my babies?" I mean, Jennifer. She's like, "You said future mother of my baby." And they do that like 3 times, and then they kiss. And then he trips over a plant and they say goodnight.
Yeah. And he says, no, even worse, like, "That was my first kiss," which is not something you want to hear when you're like in your 30s in the dating world.
Maybe 40s. I know.
Yeah. That's just, oh, really?
Yeah, never talk to me again.
Uh-huh. We get a little henchman follow Jennifer scene for a second.
Yeah, you get some narration randomly thrown in here too, where he says the cuteness was on guard, but it would be no match for Bowman's henchman. Yeah.
Then we're just on a roof, and we're using the magic ball now.
Pistachio, yeah, he spins the knowledge ball, and a giant bubble with the grandpa head in it comes out, and he says, "I'm a pre-recorded hologram. What is your question?" And then proceeds to start talking to everyone.
Yeah, and then reacts to people coming in at the scene, and it's not pre-recorded, it's sentient. I don't know.
And then it's not even helpful. Like the kid comes up and whispers something to him, and the bubble says, "So crazy, it might work." And I'm like, why is this the beloved recurring bit we chose, bro?
Then we get a slightly funny bit of a black market eBay, which is just a website.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He says, "Feast your eyes on the world's greatest treasures." And it looks like they're in a high school gym also.
Yeah.
And somehow they drug Kevin Nealon into this movie. But they're like, here's the Liberty Bell, the Mona Lisa, a Betsy Ross flag, Bruce Willis's hairpiece from Die Hard 2, the Apollo 11. And then, he's sitting there with Kevin Nealon. And it's like, we have a policy on the black market not to ask how you got this, but I am curious. And he's like, "We use the master of disguise." He's like, "Are you going to auction him off?" And he's like, "Too easy. Gonna make him look like me, push him over a cliff and fake his death." And points to like latex makeup of himself. Keep that in mind. There's latex of himself for the master of disguise for later. Yeah, then we see black market.
She says he's going to super glue to his face, which, like, you don't think that's going to show up in the autopsy. It's like, oh, the strange man had a mask glued to his face. That's weird. And the dental doesn't match at all, nor does the DNA, unless the disguise the Energico, like, modifies your DNA to become the other person.
Seems like they kind of are up in the air about that one constantly. But we get a Keenan cameo while they show all the people that are watching.
Yep, which is
Keenan.
Yeah, 2 European people and a tribe of Mongolians.
Yeah, I
That's it.
don't know what the fuck that. I thought the European was a reference to something for a second because he says, "Yo, Lil Eva, check this out." It wasn't. The current bid is 7 donkeys. Just a little more casual racism thrown in there.
Yep.
Bowman's yelling at the henchman, and what?
And
Oh,
yeah, they.
he's
Oh
asking.
yeah.
Did I skip a scene?
No. It just feels like you had a stroke when you're watching this movie. No, literally, there's a guy that's ADR and he's like, "Does anyone want some pie?" And then like Bowman's looking away, and the ADR he was like, "I don't want any pie." Then he like walks down fucking the aisle, and more ADR's like, "I don't know why this pie is here. Nobody eating it." And
Yes.
just yet
Yes.
again.
Okay.
And yeah, and then I guess the big fucking plan was okay. I guess the conceit of this is he's not in the cart. He's like somehow compressed into the pie itself.
Somehow.
'Cause
Sure.
he comes out covered in cherries.
Yeah,
Which
he
wouldn't
is
be-
cherry filling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then with like rifle velocity is spitting cherries at the guards. So like, what even was the point of dressing like cherries if you're spotted immediately and have to use combat to get out of it?
Yeah.
uh,
And I think he kills one of them because like he hits him in the
it
head.
sure looks
and
like it. Yeah.
he falls into the pool, and we never see that character again. So
Yeah. I also put this is another one where I was like, why can his dad become a whole celebrity and he is pie?
Yeah.
I
His
don't
dad
know.
can fly. He can spit cherries. Yeah. And we see that Jennifer is being forced to be evil Vanna White, basically,
Yeah.
and display all of the fucking ill-begotten goods.
Yeah, then that's where we see the black eBay or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
It's not black eBay.
Yeah. Despite Keenan being on it, it's not black eBay.
But yeah, then we see Bowman yelling at his henchman and is like, how did you not know the cherry pie? Did you think maybe the cherry pie was Fabrizio's son? And then he goes, by the way, Steve, your wife called. And he goes, oh, thanks. And he's like, Steve doesn't have a wife. I don't
Yeah,
believe
he's
he
like-
would know his henchman like that.
No, but then the joke later is like, how'd you know? He just looks down. He still has the fucking cherry pie
His
shoes
cherry
on.
feet. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And yeah, then we get yet again the conceit of this. I heard was that if you are punching people in the face that don't have masks on, that can get you PG-13. So we slapping ninjas.
Yeah. I also just want to take a quick moment to note that that's the only time Pistachio has been a whole other person in the whole movie, and he fucks it up immediately. Like, why is he
Yep.
okay to be? Maybe because it was a white guy, he's not interested in doing it. I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. But
Racism
he,
powers
for
didn't
1
activate.
second, uses his powers to become a person. But yeah, then we get a stupid fucking ninja fight of slapping. The horrible Master of Disguise song is playing. All the people that were
Yeah.
watching Black Market eBay are now watching this fight while Keenan is like doing
Mhm.
commentary on it and shit.
Yeah, and it sounds like he's the master of disguise. It's like some stupid shit like that, just saying that over and over again.
They loved to do this in the early 2000s. We had like this. Wild Wild West had one of those songs, which is just Will
Mhm.
Smith's opportunity
Inspector
to do a
Gadget had a
song.
fucking rap at the end
Like
of it.
Mike. You remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Playing basketball. Yeah. Yeah. Does the Who's Your Daddy over and over again. He sets Jennifer free, and then the ninjas all start running away like, no, I can't do the voice. They say he's going to slap us silly in a very racist Asian voice. They show his mama to him to like get him to chill. You see an
Yeah.
assassin start coming out of the flower, and she beats him the fuck up.
Yeah.
And
And she's like, oh, I figured it out. No more caramel corns. All right. So that just, we didn't need to save you. You were fine. Cool. You could have
And
left
she
at any
just-
time, but you
At
didn't. You just-
any given moment, she just decided she didn't want any more caramel corn, and then the jig was up.
the flaw and the flawless plan. My God. If we could have just tied her to a chair and left her in a closet and it would have been fine.
The grandpa shows up just out of the blue and says, I wanted to
Yeah.
witness your first disguisey victory. And the bad guy's like, it's not over yet, and pulls a sheet off of where the dad is, and now he looks like Bowman. He's like, I was
And
going to
just
throw him
starts-
off a cliff. Instead, I'm going to have him kill you. And then,
Yeah, and just starts expositioning his character. Like, I am Devlin Bowman. I have many stolen things. I am a bad person. It's just like, yeah.
yeah.
This is how
And
the
the
power
Bowman
works?
runs away farting he's like, ha ha ha.
Yep. Yeah,
And then
and
he's-
they say, yeah, your father has fallen to the dark side of Energico, and they just straight up call out Star Wars here.
Yeah, he literally says there's a dark side, so it's exactly like Star Wars. I'm like, don't ever say that again.
Get that name out your goddamn mouth. And then, yeah, he just starts like well, not force choking, but forcibly choking his son.
Right. And, no, Papa, we can go to the Olive Garden. and is
You
telling him
run an Italian restaurant.
Can you imagine if you ran an Italian restaurant and you took your family to Olive Garden?
Disowned.
He's telling him to take off his mask. They fight on top of Apollo 11. And his big solve to this is he puts underwear on his head. And then his dad shifts back by just like shaking his head and turning back into himself. Where the fuck is the latex they just showed us? What the fuck? He literally says, pull off the mask.
Yeah, but no,
I don't know.
And it's like every time he does it, like they just fade into shots. There's one that's like so bad, like it looks like a fucking like middle of an Animorphs fucking transformation.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Oh my god! And this is where I lost my mind in my notes. I was like, sometimes they need latex, other times they're literal fucking shapeshifters. Even though they literally showed us his mask, why is it only sometimes they can shapeshift? I hate this fucking movie.
Here's the part that made me lose my mind, because they just say like, oh yeah, we did this and we saved mama, blah, blah, blah. Like it's just like them walking towards the screen, like they like just completely negate over the end of the movie. Yep. And they're like, oh yeah, but we also let the bad guy get away, so let's just do that real quick. And it's like, yeah, bitch, with all the shit you did at the end of this movie, you had time. Like you wasted so much goddamn time on scenes that you did not use that I know are there because you show them to me later, and we're just fucking speed running this to the end. I guess because they had to take out the 12-minute little person scene, they had to fucking put something in its place, and the ending was their answer, I'm guessing, like, to keep it feature length.
Seriously, that had to be it. Because, it's an hour 10 if they don't do that. But yeah, he narrates and says, Jennifer became Mrs. Disguisey. Barney got a papa. Pistachio finally became Master of Disguise, but we had one thing left to do, get the Constitution back. Yeah, and I'm like, no, please stop. Hey, guys, instead, we could just not. Let's just not. Yeah. How about that?
Oh, yeah. And, okay, for those of you who were not around in the 90s, Dana Carvey's big fucking claim to fame in the early 2000s was his George Bush impression.
Right. George W.
Yeah, W. And they just, I guess, couldn't fit that in anywhere else, and they needed to get it in the movie, because we see Devlin, who is sitting on a resort island at the side of a pool with the Declaration of Independence, which is, not safe. That's one cannonball away from like losing you fucking like $10 million.
Yeah.
Just George W. Bush comes up, and like, would you not be suspicious of like any fucking celebrity that came near you? Like, if like the Master of Disguises are chasing me and Tom Cruise shows up in the middle of a desert, I'm shooting him immediately.
Right. Or the president with zero Secret Service and shit is just randomly in a pool where you are, and you have the Constitution.
Uh-huh.
But he walks up and fans out and is like, let's take a picture. And he snaps for his guards to come up, and it's the dad and the grandpa are the guards.
Yep.
Slaps him around, takes the Constitution, and headbutts him into the pool, where he does a giant fart underwater. And they go, who's your daddy? Yay!
Yeah, and you would think that would be where it ended. If there was a merciful God, that would have been where it ended, but it does not end there. We go into I hesitate to call it a blooper scene, because there's only one blooper in the actual fucking thing. We just cut into Dana Carvey screwing around for fucking 12 minutes, and it doesn't fucking end.
It was so crazy long. You get a montage of impressions. They just throw in a scene where they had their wedding, and he got a Master Disguise medal in the middle of the wedding. It feels like a fever dream. And then he's Groucho Marx, because people in 2002 watching this movie fucking love Groucho Marx.
Okay. And then we get a scene with the fucking black market eBay guy, and first he says, can you turn into Jessica Simpson? He says yes.
Yeah.
Then he says,
oh God,
can you turn into Britney Spears? And he says yes. Then he says, can he turn into the Olsen twins, who at the time were 13?
That's Kevin Nealon.
No. PG movie. Why?
Keep in mind, that's like Kevin Nealon like ad-libbing off that they cut it out. So that was just him going with the bit. So Kevin Nealon threw in an Olsen twins joke when they were children.
Yeah. Then we get a T-Rex. Apparently, they had an animatronic T-Rex at some point, and him as a caveman.
And the
Fully
turtles spitting out
articulated
stuff.
Yeah.
Three separate times they cut back to the Indian guy.
Yeah, we just didn't have enough of that. Then we cut to what I can only be described as the sex bots from Austin Powers scene, except butts. And it's just Pistachio and his grandpa just staring at Devlin's ass assassins who are just shaking his booty at him and paralyzing him.
Yeah, trying to pull him away from him. Yeah. And then he's a ventriloquist, and then the Indian guy again. Yeah, they do that 2 more times. He's Gluteus Maximus. Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
A single blooper, and then an after credit scene that lasts for 5 minutes, where he goes to open up the slap dummy, and there's a little person inside dressed as Mario.
Not only a little person, Mario's inside, and then he tries to make peace with him, he slaps him, and then they do the fucking Benny Hill run around the entire fucking restaurant. And
then outside into an alley, and now he's chasing him, and then they're cool again, and then they end it 3 times. They fade to black 3 times.
Yeah, and like in the last one, like him and Mario are having a conversation, they turn to the screen like, oh, what are you still doing here? The movie's over. It's like, I don't fucking know what I'm still doing here, sir. You're keeping me here. Let me go.
They fade from that. And you hear him say, oh, I'm sad. I want to say goodbye. And then it cuts back. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, my last note in my notes is just fuck you. That's my last note. Just fuck you to the movie from my soul.
Yeah. So I'll read it verbatim. It says, why is this still going? What are you people still doing here? Fuck you. I don't know. Fade back in. Goodbye. The end. Dog talking. What the fuck? Stop it.
Oh yeah, the dog just fucking talks and has 2 bloopers at the end of him falling over 3 times, and it's like, what?
It felt like how my brain tries to piece itself together after acid.
Yeah, it's like this, like whatever goodwill after credits movies from Marvel had given me towards them, ripped away and like shat on in a shallow grave. Like done. I now hate after credit scenes. I will not watch another one ever again, just in case a fraction of this is attached to it in some way, shape, or form.
That's the only one I've ever done where the after credit's still going, and Amazon or whatever thing I was on was like, up next, and I'm like, there's still 5 minutes of this shit.
Yeah.
That was maddening. Yeah, that's probably 15 minutes, I want to say, of the movie.
Yeah.
So really you have an hour and 5 of actual movie, and then some really fucked up, just random skits. Not even skits, just like, here's a dinosaur and some shit, and then it cuts to something else.
No, literally the only thing I can think of is like, shit, we have to cut 15 minutes from the movie because it's so goddamn degenerate. And they're like, okay, well, just let Dana Carvey go in the props house for a day with the camera, and we'll just, whatever we got there, we'll just throw it in at the end. And like I said, even in the after credits bits, there's like multiple characters that are obviously in the movie interacting with fucking like the main characters that are like not in the movie. Like just like the fat like fucking toy guy is like not fucking in it. And
I don't know what the fuck.
A couple of things.
And again, Groucho Marx, that's what we're going with for the kids movie in 2002. Marx. Oh, fuck you, Dana Carvey. And now 6 years later, Mike Myers at the peak, the back end of the peak of his Austin Powers fame, I guess, begins a movie with a Morgan Freeman voiceover machine.
Yeah. And it just opens on him and his village in India, which some of the names in this are fucking just, dear God.
He has the same corny jokes in a lot of his movie, but for some reason they're almost offensive in this one. But what's the name of his village? Linton Mabelli. Corny ass shit.
And we meet our main character, Mike Myers, as Guru Pikta, who is a American-born man who was raised in India his whole life and has a handlebar mustache, a glorious beard, and a mane of hair that I am severely jealous of. I won't lie.
Yeah, he looks great. At least they didn't do what they did in Master of Disguise here. I will
No.
give them that. However, the Indian accent most of the movie sucks and also is fucked up. Yeah, then we see hockey reporters that are Stephen Colbert and Jim Gaffigan, and they're fucking hilarious in this movie.
They're like the best part of this movie. I kept getting excited to come back to what fucking shenanigans they were fucking doing. Yeah, but they're newscasting it, and Stephen Colbert apparently is recovering from some pretty serious things.
Yeah, he's fresh out of rehab for an addiction to peyote buttons.
And Frangelico, I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's a shitty wine. That's what it sounds like. And and he's like, and to Dame Judi Dench, I apologize for the vicious attack, and I hope the staples will come out soon. This is all her bandaged up and shit.
Yeah, they show a picture of Dame Judi Dench, and then when he says attack, it shifts to her face bandage up. And they show us Darren Roanoke, known as the Tiger Woods of hockey, because he's a black guy. And when they say Tiger Woods of hockey, they cut to like a basketball court in the hood where all these black dudes with like chains on and shit are fucking playing hockey.
Yeah, with like all the fucking jerseys and shit on. I'm like, it is the one sport that like the black community just does not give a shit about. It's fucking hockey.
They show that basically he separated from his wife to go be a man whore. Colbert's fucking hilarious. And I hadn't really seen, I don't know if I ever saw this, to be honest with you, because I'm immediately like, holy shit, is that this person? Holy shit, is that this person? Because then we see Justin Timberlake as Jacques Lecoq Grande.
And it's like, and he has a name which we can't really tell you about TV, but here's how he got it. And like cuts to the fucking like locker room with like a reporter, and he takes off with the towel and just like a on the fucking floor.
And he has a tattoo on his belly with an arrow pointing up that says the man and then the legend. And then they say that he found out his wife was now dating Jacques Grande, and then he basically got the yips and gets like shaky hands and missing open nets, and he has a little person coach, and boy do they not let you forget that.
I hope he got paid well for this.
He better be rich. But then Jessica Alba, not Jessica Biel.
Yes, the other hot Jessica dating a man from Saturday Night Live this evening.
Yep. She asked the coach if they can win without Roanoke. He says no. She says, I know who can help, and then throws down a book. This is the reoccurring bit in this one that I do love is the book titles. And she throws down a book title. Does it hurt when you do that? Don't do that. By Guru Pitka. And then for no fucking reason, we get a montage scene of Mike Myers playing 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton on sitar with a whole musical performance on an elephant.
Just him going about his day, basically, just trying to get a vibe for the character.
He has a bunch of Indian servants, which is a little fucked up since he's white.
Yeah. And you get all these like photos, all these celebrities he's met, like Tom Cruise and the Beatles and all this shit, and which doesn't make sense temporally, but okay.
Nope. An ostrich shits an egg onto his plate while they give him fresh OJ.
Yep.
They brush his teeth in his ass for him. He fights his own feet while he's doing yoga poses, spreads his asshole and puts his head in.
Yep. And then he has this little, which I'm not going to lie, I kind of love the little remote control pillow meditation pillow he fucking tools around on.
Oh, you also get the magazine covers where it's like, the slips of like Paris Hilton getting out of a limo and the blurred out,
like Lindsay
shot,
Lohan and all
and
that
Britney
shit.
Spears, and then him. But I also love the Roomba pillow.
Yes, I want one. And then we learned that his religious greeting to his religious faction is Mariska Hargitay.
Yeah, Mariska Hargitay.
And notice we're laughing so much at this, and the reason why is because like it's like eating a saltine cracker after being lost in the desert for fucking 14 years. It's just like
there's actual jokes in this one and actually talented people. My God,
like my bar for cinema. Like if you really want to refresh your palate, so to say, for movies, Go watch The Master of Disguise, and then anything you watch after that will be like two clicks better than
movie
it should
you've
be.
ever seen for the day.
Yeah.
And we meet his manager named Dick Pants, played by John Oliver. So we've got most of the Daily Show, the OG Daily Show is in here. He has beef with Deepak Chopra because he's number one, and he literally is like, I got a new magazine cover. He's like, just don't tell me that it says Deepak Chopra's number one and I'm number two. And he's like, and then it says verbatim that on the magazine. It's Says, what does he have that I don't? And he says, Oprah. And then they get an offer for $2 million and a spot on Oprah if he can get Roanoke back with his wife before the Stanley Cup and win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Then we get a flashback here, and we find that Deepak and Pitka? I forget his name. Pitka, yeah, have been rivals since they were, Guru, yeah, have been rivals since they were children, as we get a Captain America 1 fucking adult head on a child body.
Oh, yeah.
And then, then we get some Ben Kingsley brown face, but I guess it's okay because he did Gandhi?
I was going to say, is that just like okay for him now because he did it before?
He has a pass, like, just...
Yeah, he's cross-eyed, turns around, he's cross-eyed and doing nunchucks, and pours tea through his nose into... It's fucking nasty. And then he pulls a booger and hair out of his tea after that.
Yeah.
Tells him about his parents, and then they both give their reasons for wanting to be a guru.
Yes. Well, you're sprinting past the parent joke, which was they were missionaries that used to be doggy stylists, so they were into doggy style, then missionary.
Yeah. I did that on purpose, you dickhead.
We suffered, everyone else must suffer.
But basically, his reason for wanting to be a guru is not as good as Deepak's. He just wants everybody to love him, so he has to wear a chastity belt until he learns self-love.
Yeah, I will say, like, for as stupid as this movie was, and, I don't even think the other movie even fucking had a moral, which is impressive in a story. But, like, the moral of this story is, like, you can't love others till you love yourself is actually a pretty good goddamn moral. That's...
Yeah, as far as giving someone a goal to work towards for their entire life, pretty solid. He totally misses it forever, but...
Yes. But yeah, he has like this like elephant chastity belt on for the entire fucking movie now, yeah. So.
We cut to present day where he's doing a fucking guru seminar.
This part pissed me off.
Immediately, a little person falling off a couch bit. It gets old fast.
Yeah, and it gets worse.
He fucking loves his acronyms, says the Bible. I've heard this before, but it's basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Yeah, this is one of like 3 reoccurring jokes the movie has, which is just like fucking
wordplay,
anagrams. Yeah,
yeah.
Or just like, if A, then B, but if B, then A. Like, that's fucking,
He goes through the history of his guru was Guru Tuggin Maputa.
Yep.
And his guru was Cheddar from Under. And then Guru has a small vina.
Yes.
This part did crack me up. He's like, his pre-syphilitic words of wisdom, and then gives him, and everybody nods and like, oh. He's like, after syphilis, he said things like, eatin' ain't cheatin'. Did it smell that bad when you ate it? Liquor up front, poker in the back. But they all start cheered for. Oh, and then he ends it with, we're gonna have our first annual Gamblers Anonymous Monte Carlo night. And then he just walks into a crowd full of celebrities that are all super psyched to see him, and fucking Val Kilmer's here.
I know, it's like, oh, Val Kilmer.
Yeah. I didn't know what the bit was here, because he like hands everybody a flower, and when he does it to Val Kilmer, he like tears off a petal. He goes, oh, why do you hurt me? I know why. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Some bullshit fucking spiritual shit. Everything is a fucking lesson. And then he opens his third eye into a Bollywood movie once he sees Jessica, I believe.
Yeah. Well, first, we see Jessica Simpson, and then the funniest part of this whole scene, I think, is he's like, Mariska Hargitay, and then he's like, Mariska Hargitay, because it's Mariska Hargitay from SVU. And he was like, we're building our new special victims unit, and has like a little model of a building with a button that goes dun dun. And then, Jessica Alba opens his third eye, and then he just has like you said, a full Dollywood vision of them together.
Then he says, I might have shit my pants. I might bring monkey mustard back.
And he's like, nope, I'm good. I'm like, okay, what the fuck just happened?
Yep. And then we proceed to the mole joke, but with a little person.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I just kind of want to move past this one because I don't even
I literally typed makes a bunch of little people jokes and then just moved on. But they ask him why he thinks Roanoke left his wife, and he quotes his book titled I Know You Are, But What Am I? And then says he thinks he can come help, and then has another Oprah fantasy. I think he does it a couple times.
Yeah. Then he mentioned something about like a hot kitten with a whip, which is a kitten with a whip reference, which is like an old 1950s fucking. I don't know. It was one of those things that just like hit a couple of neurons in my brain weird. I'm like, is that a fucking reference to like the most obscure thing I've ever fucking seen?
It's Mike Myers, so probably.
Yeah.
On the plane, she talks about her dead father and how much his book helped, and that had a chapter. His book about death that had a chapter called "It Might Be Sleeping."
Yep.
She says she's single, and as soon as she starts talking about how she had one relationship with a girl in college, you hear ting as his chastity belt, which happens.
And also, she's like, "What's that?" He's like, "Nothing." It's like, I don't understand why
Yeah.
he's hiding this the whole time. Like, it's literally one of those movie points where it's like the reason he doesn't say anything is so the plot can continue.
Exactly.
Like, it's like any person like, oh well, I'm a religious devotee, and this is part of my devotion.
Yes, every problem they have in this movie could have easily been vanished by mentioning his chastity belt, which nobody would have been weirded out by because he's a fucking guru from India.
Yeah.
He says, a girl like you. She's like, what do you mean a girl like me? He's like, oh, I don't know. You're nice. Bedroom eyes, great rag, bell-shaped ass, thicker than a Snicker, and he like slips into a Scottish accent all of a sudden while he's talking.
Yeah.
She mentions the Bullard
then,
curse, whereas her father bought the Leafs in 1967, and they haven't won since.
Yeah, and it's like, oh well, I deal with that in my book. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Why are you still hitting yourself?
She says the city of Toronto hates her, and he's like, no, they don't. She's like, yes, they do. And they go back and forth until we get a cut scene where they have a literal line painted in the tunnel that says, can see you, cannot see you. So she stands behind the line and sticks like 1 foot out in front of it, and instantly a drink hits the wall next to her. He says fate is a joke and gets like really impassioned about it too, and then says, as I read in a bathroom, the joke is in your hands. And then he goes, oh my God, I just got that.
And then, also, we cut to the next scene and we see that, Roanoke's just got the yips like fucking hardcore, can't hit a single thing. And this poor Zamboni driver didn't do a goddamn thing.
Yeah, he's missing all of his shots, and then he's like, just walks up to him and says, Prudence wants you back. And he's like, really? He's like, yes. And then he starts nailing all these fucking shots and like shattering the target. And then he's like, also, I was just kidding. And then he just goes to shoot again and misses, hits the ricochet off the goal and kills the Zamboni driver. I think he's dead. I briefly got nostalgic about the PSP ad that's behind them on the arena. Tells him he wants him to write an apology letter to her and he will go deliver it. And then we cut to right outside of their house. She moved in with Grande apparently. And he has a license plate that says big cock and the gate has a giant rooster on it.
Mm-hmm. They're hiding in a bush. Like, do you think you'll see us? Like, no, the bush conceals us perfectly. And it pulls back and the fucking elephant's behind them still. It's like, maybe pull the elephant around and keep it running. Which actually, it's kind of a joke, but like, it's actually a thing. If you're working with an elephant, you can't let it stop, because then it leans on things, and not many things can take an elephant leaning on them.
He sneaks up while Grande is rubbing Prudence's legs and listening to Celine Dion. I do love all the Canadian stereotypes. Yes. Every scene ends with him going, tabernac.
And also it's like, as he's sneaking up, apparently he has a guard rooster. Yeah. And I don't know how she didn't see or hear any of that.
She's facing it.
Yeah, it's like her, Justin Timberlake, 5 feet of space, glass window, and it's just like him going back and forth fighting the fucking rooster until like they go off screen once there's just a massive fucking burst of feathers, and he comes back here with like the fucking chicken's head in his mouth is all like cut up and shit.
Yeah, we'll say few people can do physical comedy to the level Mike Myers can. Like when the chicken pulls him off screen. But yeah, he walks in after Grande's gone with the dead chicken.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, and where he goes, he's like, I will get you a Quebec pizza. It's like, it's a Pop-Tart with ketchup.
Gives her the letter, and then Grande walks back in, and Guru marvels over his cock. And as they walk out, he says, stay away from my girlfriend, then does a Bruce Lee pose in front of a Bruce Lee poster. And Pitka starts doing the Wolverine back, and then he just poofs away and appears on the elephant outside.
God, if I could have one useless superpower, it'd just be fucking Ninja Smoke Bomb. Just
fuck yeah,
awkward situations.
I mean, if you can literally teleport, it's not useless at all.
Yep.
He tells an Uncle Jack-off elephant joke. Basically gives him a PowerPoint full of acronyms and says he feels inadequate because he has plenty of charm, which spells out charm, organization, clarity, and knowledge, which spells out cock, and a couple more acronyms that pisses him off until Roanoke tries to punch him. So he like snaps open Roanoke's third eye and then pokes it, and then he's like paralyzed.
Yeah, and it's like, if I rotate it, you will shit your pants. He's like, don't rotate it.
And then he says it's an Indian method known as how to hurt a guy. And then shows him the tattoo on his hand, drama, which is his method that means distract from pain, regress to childhood, adjust you emotionally, mature you, and put it all in action. Says we're going to win a Stanley Cup and get Prudence back. And then he has a flashback to when he learned the drama method, and this entire scene just pissed me the fuck off because it was so goddamn stupid.
Mm-hmm. Piss mop tag is how he learned.
The guru guy just keeps farting for no fucking reason, pisses into a bucket, has them fight each other with mops until they learn about distraction.
Yeah, basically, good distraction is something that takes your mind off things that are bad. Bad distraction is something that takes you off critical, like
and puts piss in your mouth. And then we go back to Gaffin and Colbert, finally. He says, this is going to get ugly. He's like, you want to hear ugly? At Promises, I shivved a guy with a toothbrush I filed down because he bogarted my toilet hooch that I made from apples and pantyhose. That's ugly. It's almost like the announcer guys from Dodgeball. It was great.
Yes, just turned up to fucking 10. And we see a pic in the box with Roanoke, and he says, "Okay, you're training today. No fighting anybody."
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, can't touch a single person. Go play." And he then goes over to the King's box and just like, "Yeah, Roanoke called you a bunch of bitches and pussies, and your moms are all fucking whores." And they're like, "We're gonna get him." In that horrible, I'm a athlete that got put in an acting role for 2 seconds and don't know what the fuck I'm doing kind of way. Yeah.
We just needed guys who can skate in California, which is hard to find. The puck drops and they all just start fucking him up immediately, and he keeps reiterating that he's not allowed to fight. Then we just get a montage with Song 2 by Blur as they beat his ass the entire game. And every time it cuts back to Pitka, he has a new fucking stadium snack.
Also, the lead singer of Blur is the lead singer of the Gorillaz, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
There's a lot of weird random facts about Blur that I've all learned against my will. He points out that his hands aren't shaking anymore, and he gets all happy and starts making good passes and shit, and then gets clotheslined into fucking oblivion. And wakes up to the guru who's learned about cotton candy and now has a cotton candy beard, mustache, and eyebrows.
Yes. And now he's like, "Okay, good job. Now fight anyone for any reason."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Anyone for any reason?" Like, "Yep."
I love this part because he's like, "So it was just fucking arbitrary?" And he's like, "No, actually, let's roll the dice. Let them decide. It is arbitrary." But yeah, he says like, "Fight anyone for any reason." And then he immediately looks at Grande. This whole game is one long series of recurring games against the Knights. I don't know a super lot about hockey, but I don't think a series is like 9 fucking games.
Well, I think it's best of 3, but they went 3-3, so it had to go into game 7. I think that was the whole thing. But
but the whole movie, they're already playing him. I thought there might have been a little build up to where they get to where he has to face him, but he's already there.
Fucking there, yeah. But yeah, he just starts beating the shit out of Lecoq and just like slamming his head into the fucking metal goalpost.
Yeah, it's like comedy fighting, and then he just goes into poof, 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 and starts punching him in the face. And then the ref is like, "You're suspended for 1 game." Refs don't hand out suspensions, by the way.
No.
And then the coach starts yelling at him, and Pitka says, "Anyone for any reason." He's like, "All right," and then hits him with a puck, which launches him 50 fucking feet for no reason. And now he's suspended 2 games. And this was the most accurate sports thing in the movie. Gaffigan explains suspensions, over explains it for 3 fucking minutes, and it's hilarious. And then we go from one little person bit into another, where they're in his tiny
15.
office.
Which, yet again, cool. The tiny office is fine, and I feel like if you were a little person, that actually might be nice to have a space scaled to you. But yeah, this entire scene is just him mocking the man's stature, and that's
essentially promises everything will be fine. He has a plan and tells Jessica he can come to his place later to explain it. Makes a Lollipop Guild joke, and then we're out of the scene. And he's showering with Roanoke with nipple tassels on.
And just basically says, we're going to go see
your mom. Yeah. He says, why can't your mom come to your games? He's like, I don't play well around her. He's like, all right, we're going to your mom's. And this part he earned the camera look. They're fighting over the stereo, and Bohemian Rhapsody starts playing, and then he like looks at the camera for a second and then changes the station. I'm like, that's a camera look you earned. Yeah, they pull up to a church, and as they're going in, he warns them that his mom is like can be really tough, and he's like, "How bad could she be?" And when they walk in, there's a big neon sign behind her from Psalms, I think, or Proverbs. It says, "He who spares the rod spoils the child." It's glowing behind her.
And she's like leading an entire choir, and they just have like a saying off basically between each other.
Yeah, she asks why she can't come to his games. He's like, you're not always supportive. And then she punches him in the face and says, pressure makes diamonds. And he goes, it also makes rubble. And then she goes, well, after whipping, cream rises to the top. And he goes, so does scum. And I'm like, this is actually good. I like this. And she says, you're the poor man's Deepak Chopra. And he's like, all right, and we're done.
Yeah, that was artful. Okay. And they all just kind of both bitch out. And he's like, okay, this was fun. And by fun, I mean emotionally scarring. Goodbye.
Yeah, he tells him he needs to go confront her. He says there's two methods for regress. One involves your mother and intense self-examination. And he goes, what's the other one? And it cuts to him doing farting noises into a cup at a bar. It makes him laugh. And he's like, that was it. I made you laugh.
Yeah, then they do the circle game.
Yeah, the ball gazer.
That did bring me back. That was a period of time where no man's arm was safe, and you just didn't look down more than a 45-degree angle.
I remember sometimes you would open Reddit and click on something, and when it opens, it was... But he starts narrating while they're sitting at the bar. And he's like, at this point, a student realized he was finally shedding his defenses. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, shut up.
Then we cut up to the screen. The Leafs got their ass kicked without him, like 6-1 or some shit.
And then we get a Daniel Tosh fucking cameo. That blew my mind.
That was
we haven't ever seen him in anything.
Hasn't fucking turned on in fucking years.
And he's dressed like a cowboy and calls him Roa Choke. And then says to the guru, we'll have to put those love beats someplace special. And then they start a bar fight. And then at the end of the fight, they're standing outside, and Pitka pulls a pool cue out of his ass, and they all share a laugh together.
Oh, like one of the guys, like, he gets thrown out a window. One of them, like, takes a fucking shard of glass out of his fucking head and
laughs about it. Yeah. He tells him, because your mother loves you when you achieve doesn't mean Prudence won't love you when you don't achieve. And that like clicks some shit together. And he describes how much he misses their connection. And Guru basically says, oh, that sounds nice. I wish I could have that. And he's like, how are you a guru if you've never been in love? And he's like, I do like somebody.
Oh, and this entire scene takes place in front of the worst green screening of Niagara Falls you've ever seen in your entire life. We cut back, and Jane's at his house now, and he's sitar serenading her
with More Than Words by Extreme. I hate that fucking song. I also always hated that their name is Extreme, and then they're
the only reason I hate that song so much because it was on one of those like fucking like Cool Moods fucking CD.
It's Monster like, Ballads.
Yeah, it's like that part of the song is just indelibly fucking laser etched into my brain.
Well, and that's even funnier because they're named it was like in a list of like Scorpion, Def Leppard, all the best rock ballads, Extreme, More Than Words. So dumb. But yeah, they have like a little date night, and
every food is dick themed.
Yeah, he says, how about nuts in a sling? And it's like 2 nuts in a thing of dough, playing with the food,
crush my nuts.
Crushing it.
Yeah, and he's just reacting like it's his balls the entire time. They dip him into some broth and throw a pickle on top of it. And she's like, do you want the alligator soup? She's like, yes, I want the alligator soup, yes.
Yes. He hits on her, and she's into it immediately, leans in to kiss him, and then we get a tink, and then he's like, I can't explain it to you, and she leaves pissed off. Fucking stupid. I saw this TikTok I should have sent you, but it's like me when I come across a miscommunication trope in a book or movie, and it's just a guy looking at a book with the voiceover of, this rock is pissing me off. I fucking hate miscommunication tropes.
Oh, I know. And then fucking just, no, say the goddamn sentence. She's fucking walking across the field. You have 2 minutes. Fucking.
We see the Kings are beating the Leafs, one victory away from the Stanley Cup.
We see cut back to you see him going, he's like, I blacked out for a second. What's going on?
Did they drop the puck?
Yeah. It's like over.
The coach is yelling at everyone in the locker room, yells at Alba for being a rich girl, burps, farts, and then blows his nose into a bucket for no fucking reason, and punches the guru in the balls, and is like, stay down, bitch. And then he just does.
Shouldn't work because he has like a fucking brass chastity belt.
Yeah.
Like,
you even hear the
ting, his hand.
And he reacts forever. And I thought maybe he was like faking it, but
no.
Yeah, stupid.
Everyone's super mad at him and is trying to get him to rush. And he's like, if you don't rush, you don't get Oprah.
Yeah,
like,
John Oliver literally screams at him. He's like, I can't do shortcuts. He's like, take a shortcut! They're at the club. The assistant's giving him shit like, you shouldn't take a shortcut. And we need to get Grande away from Prudence, and then just announces Celine Dion. And she comes out. He's like, oh!
He starts doing the fucking like sprinkler dance and shit. He's like singing to her directly.
Yes, it was amazing. Justin Timberlake is hilarious.
Yeah, no, decent actor.
They also do like their cocktails bit here. They are the bartenders when Prudence walks up, and they basically ask, "Is he Mr. Right or Mr. Right now?" And convince her that Roanoke has changed. And while this is happening, Grande overhears them say he can't play in front of his mother, and he like mentally notes that.
And then he comes up and confronts them, and then just like, oh shit, bye, smoke bomb.
Yep. Everyone's worried about him skipping steps, but Roanoke gets down on one knee in front of her and asks her for forgiveness, and she agrees immediately, and they're back together.
Easy. Breaking
honestly,
off your marriage and putting it back together.
The whole worrying about skipping steps thing, I thought was going to pan out into like their relationship gets fucked up. It doesn't. They're fine. No. It just fucks up his hockey.
Yeah. She's barely a character in this. She's just a fucking plot device. Yeah. And we have Dick come up again. He's like, go to the naughty mat. He starts trying to fucking upsell him and shit.
Yeah. She asks him to stick around for a while. I love the animations as we get further in the movie, though. It shows the Kings are up 3-0, and the Kings logo turns and shoots the Leafs logo, and then tiny baby Leaf logos come up and cry over its body.
3 of them, yeah.
They see Rowan choke is on the screen, and everybody's chanting it. He kisses Prudence. Grande gets pissed. And then we get a montage of him just whipping ass. He's fucking killing it. And then some magazine covers of how Pitka's taking on Chupra or whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, everything's going perfectly.
Yeah.
And they win, and I'm just like, oh shit, okay, we're here. Cool.
Yeah.
Thought we were gonna maybe have some drama or see a game. Nope, he just made a score and we just tick the number up. All right.
You also see Colbert illustrating the 5-hole trap of a goalie and just draws a dick and balls on him. John Oliver tells him he's going to be on Oprah. He's not psyched about it at all. His assistant's like, doesn't feel good, does it? He's like, get off my tits! Says goodbye to Jessica Alba and goes to the fucking airport.
Yeah, yet again. Yeah, he just won't explain. Like, it's like, I thought you wanted me, but he's like, I can't. Like, then again, just no reason. They go to the airport and they're watching the broadcast and the scene at the Cinnabon ad placement.
Man, then the product placement, it looked delicious. That's the best Cinnabon I've ever seen.
I know, it was effective, yeah. They fucking held center frame like, Cinnabon.
Yeah.
But he looks up and sees that Roanoke's, the national anthem's being sung by fucking Roanoke's mom for the last game. He's like, and Dick's like, nope, you didn't see that? Nothing's going on. We're going this way. You
also see Colbert. It's high as fuck. He's like, I like the way my skin feels when I wear my rainbow jacket. He goes, you're back on drugs again, aren't you? He goes, yes, I am, asshole face man.
And there's like 2 of the fucking like PAs just come up and start like wrestling him off the screen.
I cannot be killed but with fire. And then you hear punches on screen. You see they have another elephant here, Lucy the elephant, who's on the ice playing with the kids. Whoever wins the night is the Stanley Cup champion. Grande says he has a trick up his sleeve, and then the mom comes out to sing the national anthem.
We see the 2 locker rooms and like the fucking like leaves like and the fucking fucking kings are all like borderline like unaliving themselves.
When she comes out, his hand starts shaking and he just freaks out and leaves the ice in the middle of the song. And then John Oliver tries to keep him from leaving and crashes the fuck out on him, and he leaves, comes back for this Cinnabon that has like it looked like Reese's Puffs on top, and then leaves with it. Announcer says everyone's wondering where Roanoke is, and you see the mom and Prudence outside the locker room, and she's like, I should have put more pressure on you.
Oh, there is the elephant dog carrier crate, which I thought was a pretty good gag.
Guru calls his assistant, and he answers as Chip from Dell, and he's like, wait, what? And he's like, I took another job. He's like, all right, we need to go finish the job with Darren, and the assistant gets all happy and pulls an elephant out of a giant dog kennel. Jessica Alba finally snaps on a fan that says she sucks, and everybody cheers for her.
Yes, kiss my Canadian ass, and that's all it took. I was like, yeah!
They tell the coach to call timeout so they can fix Roanoke, and he finally shows up. And when he comes up, she's like, you lied to me. You said you fixed him. Like, you all pressured him to skip the steps. Like, well, what the fuck? And then he just chooses this moment to show her the chastity belt. And she's like, so you didn't reject me. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm like,
what? You were just committed to a higher power. I completely understand. It's like, no, the emotional resolutions in the scene are just like, okay, thank you. And
which tracks for like an Austin Powers level movie, kind of, but it's still annoying as fuck.
But they're trying to have some depth and talking about like human emotion and shit in this. So yeah, it just doesn't fucking land. And his mom's like, he won't let you in. And he's like, it's a Guru. And he just like lets him in. He's like,
he goes,
like flexes on mom.
And then he goes in and he goes, what is it you can't face? And he's like, what the fuck did you say to me? He's like, what is it you can't face? And he's like, I can't face my mom. And he's like, oh, you have to. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he does it.
Goes out there. And he's like, stop it, mom. I love you. Hug. Okay, that's all the emotional clarity I needed. I'm ready to go. So like, no, like you were abusive to me or you like ruined my life. Just like slightly raises her voice and she goes, and then says, I love you, and we're done. And he's like, okay, how long to get your pads back on? Like 5 minutes. Like, you dumbass, why'd you take them off?
It's like there's 6 minutes left in the game. Like, why did you take off your gear? And how in the holy fuck does it take you 5 minutes? No shot to put on the fucking pads. You're already dressed. Like,
dude, everyone there, like, you just fucking like NASCAR that shit. Everyone gets a piece and straps it on. Go. Fuck.
Fuck off with that shit. I think he actually makes the mom actor laugh, by the way. Because he says, I think I just made a happy wee-wee. And then she laughs, and I'm like, that's what got you to crack? That was dumb as hell.
And he runs down to the box with 30 seconds left and just jumps right the fuck in, because that's how that works.
30 seconds left, and he just immediately scores. Sports in the background of movies like this always pisses me the fuck off.
He just like immediately like fucking like Neo Matrix back of the net shots the puck into the fucking thing, passing to himself.
Does the never watch the puck and flings it all the way into the air. And then he gets a breakaway, is about to score again, and they trip him, so he's getting a penalty shot. Grande is acting nice to him and it's like, let's put everything aside, blah, blah. And then he just goes, damn, and then like causes him to have this whole vision of him showing his dick to his wife for the first time, and everyone, damn. And now he's shaking and frozen in place. And this, above all, pisses me off because they would never get this much time to do this penalty shot. I don't give a fuck what happens. Only time I've seen this happen, you may have seen this somewhere in the news, was when Damar Hamlin died on the field. And they postponed the game. And it was a beautiful story, but the EMT sat there doing compressions for like an hour and a half until they could get him into an ambulance, and he inevitably lived and came back to play. But that's the only time I've seen them just stop the game like that, and then it was over. So this is bullshit.
Because then he runs out. Oh, and yet again, we kind of missed this. It's a throwaway line in the earlier scene, but basically like, if Einstein, Socrates, and Plato all were having a conversation and saw two elephants banging, they would be distracted.
I missed that completely.
Yeah, it's like in the piss fight flashback thing.
But they're out of timeout, so the coach fakes a heart attack to cause a distraction while the guru gets both of the elephants.
Thank God there was a second elephant there.
Right? I was like, I was confused at first because I was like, there's two elephants? Why is there two elephants? This is hockey. Yeah, they do the defib on the coach and launch him into the other goal. The assistant rolls out the red carpet for the guru and the elephants. He's still frozen and shaking on the ice. And, the crowd goes silent as he proceeds to ride an elephant while it fucks the other elephant.
Which he seems to be like tantrically feeling sympathetically as well. And then we cut
if
back
you've been in a chastity belt since you were 12, even being that close to sex, maybe.
Yeah, and then we cut back to the announcers where fucking Stephen Colbert is commenting on the practicalities and logistics of pachyderm intercourse.
Yeah, Gavin says, what do you make of this? And he's back all of a sudden. It's like, I think they're doing it, Trey. Doing it hard.
Yeah, and it's like, and his like shirt's off. He's all fucked up, and like the two PAs are like unconscious, sitting behind him. And Jim Gaffigan's kind of looking like a little worried.
That's fantastic. Roadhog turns around with his jaw dropped. The guru shows his tattoo and says distraction and makes him laugh. And he walks up to him and just goes, what happens if you don't score? And he goes, I'd still be a hero to me. And then looks at Grande, skates at him and scores. And
yep. Yeah. And this is the part you miss, because then it cuts to Kanye West and fucking Mike Myers standing next to each other reacting to the shot.
Yeah. It, like the caption comes up, Mike Myers and Kanye, and they're cheering and hugging over this hockey game. They say the curse is over for the... Colbert says, the curse is over for the Leafs and I need to sleep. And then just... they're all cheering in the locker room. Yeah. Deepak tells them that he told Oprah to give him another chance. Coach apologizes for the nut punch, and then they make up.
Yeah, and then he just bitch slaps him across the room. And he's like, never sucker punch me again. Okay, we're friends.
We get another Morgan Freeman narration, and he says, well, it's him with a voice box thing that does it.
Yeah.
And says, we end where we began in the village of Linton-Mabelli. And Jessica Alba's here. And Ben Kingsley says there was no key this whole time. It's just a snap in the back, and undoes it for him and then tries to poof and doesn't go anywhere. And he's like, all right, well, and just walks
and he's like, sometimes it doesn't work.
I doesn't even get mentioned, which shocks me, but I couldn't stop thinking about how bad your dick and balls would smell after having a chastity belt on for fucking 20
you might not
years.
even have a dick anymore.
Yeah, dude.
Bathroom? How did that happen? Maybe one of the spout of the elephant. I don't know.
Nasty.
And then as she goes up to him, it's like, so for a man who's had a chastity belt on for 12 years and now is the love of his life next to him, what do you want to do? It's like, what do you think I want to do? Sing!
That's fucking stupid. They fucking sing Space Cowboy.
Gangster Love, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking in sitar, and we fade out to one tasteful blooper of Vern Troyer saying, like,
yeah, the director says, all I see is asses, move the camera, and he's like, yeah, now you know what it's like, and then they all laugh. We also get Alba comes out in Indian woman clothes and has an Indian accent while she sings. It was pretty fucked up, but then it's the end.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, up until that point, it wasn't that bad, especially compared to Master Disguise, but Jessica Alba doing it for some reason felt way more racist. Like, Mike Myers had a kind of combination of like an Indian accent, but it was more lispy than anything, you know? I don't know. Still pretty tone deaf, but all right. With that, now we're going to go score these movies. As I said, 10 means it was the worst. Because it's a shit fight. So if we give something a 10, that means it was the worst in this category. And the winner tonight is the King of Crap of the SNL Reject Matchup. So we're going to start here with round 1. Adaptation, atrocity, or lack thereof. They're not based on anything, but somehow still feels wrong. Which concept falls apart immediately?
Yeah, I mean, for this one, give the Glove Guru like a 6 or a 7. Like, it had its moments. Like, it wasn't like a pure shitfest the entire fucking thing. I laughed a couple of times. Master Disguise 10. I don't know what the premise was. I think the premise was Dana Carvey does impressions. Let's do that for an hour and a half. And, some of them were too offensive to put on air. So, yeah, 10.
Yeah, I went 10-5. Same logic. Glove Guru had a pretty fucking clear premise. I had no issue with the premise. And yeah, Master of Disguise, the concept was fucking stupid, and even their own stupid fucking magic logic fell apart so fast. Yeah, no debate there. Taking us into round 2, lead performance disaster. Dana Carvey versus Mike Myers. Which lead performance is more painful to sit through?
I mean, both of these films ended the respective careers of their actors, but yeah, yet again, Love Guru, it's fine. Like the fucking acronym shit got really fucking annoying to the point I just like stopped writing it down. Like it just was getting to be a fucking pain and too
Right.
fast and too unfunny.
Mhm.
So yeah, I give the Love Guru like a 5 on this one. 10 for Master of Disguise. This movie made me regret having eyes and ears and other senses.
Yep.
Yeah, just his voice is grating from the instant the movie calls out the fact that the voice is funny for about a second and then it gets fucking old. He, like I said, did possibly one of the most racist depictions of another culture that I have ever seen on film that wasn't meant to be a villain doing that to make you hate them.
Especially in the 2000s. Yep.
Yeah, we knew better. Hillary Duff had taught us at this
Exactly.
point. We fucking knew better. And yeah, just yeah, 10.
Yep. I had the exact same score. Everything I didn't like about The Love Guru, Mike Myers kind of does that in all of his fucking movies where he has the same recurring jokes, style, and bits, and it gets old for me pretty quickly. But Dana Carvey fucking sucked, and it made me hate
Yep.
everything Dana Carvey's ever been in, and I
Yeah.
lost all
It
respect
tainted
for
Garth.
the man.
Like you tainted Garth to me.
Exactly.
Garth was pure, and you have ruined him.
He could have done the same Bohemian Rhapsody bit and looked at the camera, and it would have infuriated me in that context. Yes, I also went 10-5. Dana Carvey can go fuck himself.
Yes.
That takes us into round 3. Joke quality or absence thereof. Which film has the worst humor and lands the fewest laughs?
Yeah, I mean, you get Love Guru had a couple of okay ones. The reliance on let's mock the little person for like 30% of the movie really fucking hurt it. So I'm gonna actually give it a 7 because it had some decent jokes, and like a couple of things made me laugh. But yeah, just it's just bad. And yet again, it's just like the brown face, and I think it's kind of a pretty offensive caricature of Indian culture too, because like there's actually a lot of like really deep history and tradition tied to some of these things. It's just
Right.
a fucking total joke.
Yeah,
Like,
the fact that it's like everybody can be a fucking guru and it's just like a profession you go into is pretty offensive. Yeah. I actually gave the exact same score again. I went 10-7.
Yep,
'cause
yeah,
it was
10 for Master of Disguise because holy shit! Like what there aren't jokes in this movie. There's a couple of fart jokes. That's about
yeah,
it.
one single time the fart joke got
Yeah.
me, which is such a low bar to clear for me. If it's a good fart joke, I'll still laugh because I'm a child at heart. But even that fucking sucked. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see the talking baby. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
joke.
what the fuck was that?
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I got to take another point down. I'm actually going to put it at an 8 for the Love Guru because they had the fucking Olsen twins joke in there. That deserves an extra point.
No, that was in Master of Disguise.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Take that point away. I give 11 to the Master of Disguise for the Olsen twins joke.
I actually gave it an 11 in one of these categories. I'm trying to remember which one. Oh, I got it. It's okay. But yeah, no, that was, again, Master of Disguise. They just fucking sucked all the way through. It's a completely fucking bullshit movie.
And then held us hostage for fucking 12 minutes to the end because they couldn't be bothered to write
That was
another bunch
so
of jokes.
infuriating, dude.
Yeah. That's like you ever heard of like a Andy Warhol's movie Empire? Like you ever heard of this?
Andy Warhol
Okay,
did
so
a movie?
Yes, it is a movie. It is 8 hours long. It is a single static shot of the Empire State Building with the light flipping on and off for 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm good.
The entire point of it was to cause rage with the simplest thing possible. I think Dana Carvey surpassed that.
Yeah, actually, yeah. If this was all an experiment, like a social experiment, he nailed it. But fuck him anyway. That takes us into round 4. Character insanity. Which characters are more annoying or unbearable? Which movie is harder to tolerate with completely unlikable leads and over-the-top personalities?
Yeah, I mean, Love Guru's fine. Like it's like a 4. Like like Guru Pikta is not that bad of a character.
No.
Charming and sometimes
Ben
like
Kingsley
I guess
was a little over the fucking top, but
yeah. Like I said, he's got Gandhi credit, so I guess he gets a little bit of fucking leeway
Yeah, I
with
guess.
the fucking Indian brown face. I don't know. Yeah, but fucking Dana Carvey is Pistachio. Like, I I want to find a very strong door to put him behind and lock it, and then just walk away forever.
What the fuck were you thinking,
It
bro?
was-
And the fact that he made a profit on that is a sin.
I know. I know. And he wrote the character, and he this is his The Room. This was when you gave him the total wheel to do whatever he wanted. That was it.
Yep. Yeah.
A racist Italian stereotype that then does other racist stereotypes on top of the racist Italian stereotype.
Yep, I gave them another 10 in this category. I mean, it's
Like,
the
fuck,
most.
they even put Mario in the movie because Italian.
Yeah, what? What the fuck? Yeah, fuck them for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave them a 10 again. Get fucked.
Mhm.
Round 5, plot coherence. Which story makes less sense? Does anything connect? Do motivations exist? Which film
Yeah.
feels more like nonsense stitched together?
You got 3 to the Love Guru, because I mean it's simple. There's not a lot of twists and turns. It's a pretty straight walk down a hallway from A to B.
But you can't say it's not coherent.
Yeah, no, it's maybe too coherent. It's just like, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, we're done.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, no, 10 for plot coherence for Master Disguise. Nothing makes sense. The main character has no effect on the outcome of the movie. Jane or Jessica, what the fuck her name is, one of the
Jennifer. Yeah.
Jennifer's. Yeah,
So many
Jennifer's.
J names now.
Yeah, Jennifer literally could have solved this entire thing by himself, and then we find out at the end it didn't really even need solving because the mom was just gonna fucking free herself anyways. And yeah, no, like,
and all you had to do was put underwear on your head to fix your dad. So
yeah, and ninja slap fight with racist Asian.
Yeah, prime
accents
example of
over it.
this is when they checked out the dude and then put ice cream cones inside their mouths, and it had nothing to do with anything, and we moved on.
That might have been gay.
Yeah.
We have racism, homophobia, ableism,
Fucking
Yeah.
horseshit.
brown face twice.
At least twice, yeah. I think there might have
at
been
least
3.
twice.
I mean, if you
Yep.
count him becoming Michael Johnson, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really. What a bummer also for like Michael Johnson and Jesse Ventura being in this fucking movie. Dude, I'm assuming they got a large chunk of change. I would have came back for more money after seeing the final product and be like, either cut my scene and pull it from theaters or give me all your profit. Fuck you.
Yep.
Especially as Michael Johnson.
Remember, guys, Jesse Ventura endorses brown face.
Jesse Ventura has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Round 6. Supporting cast waste. Which movie wastes its cast more? Legit actors trapped in terrible material. Which ensemble suffers the most?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly would put down a 2 for Love Guru here because the supporting cast were some of the best parts in it.
Yeah,
fucking like Stephen Colbert and fucking Jim Gaffigan. That was fucking great.
It was fantastic.
Like, I want a movie about those characters. Fucking goddamn.
And Mariska Hargitay. Yeah, her fucking cameo was hilarious. Just to give
John Oliver was
to
fucking
the fucking joke,
spazzing out the whole fucking time, being an evil fucking little corporate douchebag. Yeah, no,
Val Kilmer, may he rest in peace. Yeah.
Yes. The blessed Gal Kilmer. Yeah, no, it was fine. It was great.
And then
like,
you put Jessica Simpson in the other movie, and you're like, don't do this to her.
Yeah, no. Yet again, 10, because they had all these actors, every single one of them. What did they do? Thanks for X object. I'm not doing that again. Fart. That's it. Every single time. Every single fucking time.
Thanks for this thing, fart. All right, thanks for the money, guys.
And you think after like the 100th heist from like a well-known celebrity, they'd start like watching that. It's like, well, I mean, he never did come back with the declaration. So, and
as much as
the
I hate
Liberty
to
Bell's
go
still
after
missing.
gold medal Olympian Michael Johnson, he does still have the Constitution.
You can't catch him.
Oh, what a bunch of horse shit. Round 7. I'm assuming we both gave a 10 to Master Disguise. My bad. But yeah, round 7 is what were they thinking? Which creative decisions are the most baffling? Which one raises the most questions?
Okay, I'm gonna give Love Guru an 8 here because doing an Indian impression for the entire movie was a choice.
Yes.
I think he was a little power mad after coming off his Austin Powers high, and the Cat in the Hat debacle hadn't quite hit him yet, and he still thought he could, tuck and roll out of that. But yeah, no, it's not for a concept. Fucking weird, dude. Just and
Yeah.
like it kind of reminds me too of like weird like a Disney Channel original movie, like the scope and scale of it. Like
Oh,
it's
so one of my
small.
notes, by the way, I forgot to tell you, is there was a point in watching Master Disguise where it was like a combination of the music and the camera work that I was like, why do I feel like I'm watching Halloween Town right now? Like, it
Yeah,
is the
kind of both of
same
these.
bullshit vibe and music. It was just right at the perfect moment. I was like, Halloween Town?
But yeah, then again, yet again, Master Disguise 10, because that was just like, well, Dana Carvey can do one thing. How can we make a plot out of that?
Yes.
He'll disguise himself as people and do his amazing impressions. Oh my
If
God.
you haven't seen the documentary about his sketch show, with Stephen Colbert in it, by the way, and Steve Carell and all these other famous people that bombed horrendously, and it's called Too Big to Fail or something. Go watch it. It'll explain everything about Master Disguise and everything wrong with Dana Carvey. It's horrible. It was horrible. But yeah, I can't believe how close we are on these scores. I also did 10-8. Yes, they didn't need to have an Indian accent. When they show him as a child in this movie, he has an American accent.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just
And
thought
also,
he could
I
get
don't know
away
if
with
you've
it,
met
and,
people that have grown up in both countries, but they can switch their accents pretty goddamn easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my mom moved to the South and sounds like a fucking hillbilly now, and she spent most of her life in the Midwest, so she should sound like me. But
Yep.
yeah. What a bummer, bro. Round 8 is Cringe Factor. This is the one I gave it an 11 on, by the way. I gave Master Disguise an 11 and Love Guru a 6.
Yeah, I mean, I would. I mean, like a Googleplex for fucking Master Disguise, and
Yes.
yeah, like I think a 6 for, because there was some cringy shit in there, like
Ben Kingsley for sure.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley's cringy shit. I hated the whole acronym fucking like self-help seminar thing.
Yeah,
like
pretty
that
old.
just like real fast got real fucking
It
old,
was
and they
really
kept
only
coming back
funny
to
the
it.
one time to me when he's taunting Roanoke with it, and it's cock and blow me.
Yeah, and I guess like it's a setup for that joke, but yeah, just not worth it, and it bugged the shit out of me, and just the entire fucking Jessica Alba just throwing herself at this fucking like weird ass fucking hairy dude and shit, and just no, it just nothing worked. Everything was a little cringe, and his mom just even the resolution was just like that's it, that's all we needed, and he's fine now. Like, oh my God, fine. But yeah, like infinity for fucking
it is
Master
1
Disguise.
hour and 20-minute long cringe, and to the point it turns into rage.
Yeah, it is cringe in its pure refined elemental form. Like it is it is the definition of cringe in that dictionary, just says see fucking Master Disguise.
Yep. So that takes us into round 9. Not even so bad it's good. Which movie fails to be even entertaining even as a disaster? I actually gave this one a tie because Master Disguise is awful, but it's not good because it's awful. And what I liked about Love Guru was not because it was awful, so neither one really hit that for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna give a 10-9 here, because neither of them. It's the thing. A so bad it's good movie can almost never be a comedy. I found that as a rule, because when you have a so bad it's good movie like The Room, where it's not intending to be funny, but the humor comes from the absurdity and the horrible execution of it, it's funny. But when the attempt is humor and you fail at humor, it just makes frustration.
Yeah.
So it's
unless you're Tommy Wiseau and think you're making a wonderful sitcom.
No, there has to be like a level of like earnestness for it to be bad. It's good. And these just both felt like cynical fucking corporate, like, how can we get this actor into another vehicle and make money for ourselves? Like, Just no, like both of them fail, but I do feel that the Master of Disguise feels just 1 point harder. Unfortunately.
Okay, I get it. It takes us into our final round, which is pretty much the same as it always is. Final verdict, king of crap, strick everything away. Which movie is the worst overall? Crown the champion of the cinematic failure.
Yeah, no, I truly believe in my deepest heart of hearts that the Master of Disguise may be one of the worst pieces of film ever unleashed on the American public and cinema as a whole.
Agreed. I have zero arguments. It might be the worst
that
movie
includes
ever made.
like a Serbian film and fucking like Rise of a Nation and all that fucking horrible Nazi propaganda. This is the worst film.
Yeah,
like there's no
LaSalle,
redeeming quality.
Neil Breen. I would rather watch those than Master of Disguise.
No, I would watch Neil Breen's entire catalog on repeat for a week rather than watch fucking Master of Disguise again. Like the last 12 minutes of this, the fucking bloopers screen, I was like literally screaming at the television alone by myself in the middle of the night, just like, stop and please.
Yeah, I was down here with Dax like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? And Dax is like, are you okay? All right, so this is the easiest score we've ever had on this show, I think.
Yeah.
You're crowned king of crap, king of absolute fucking horseshit tonight. Unanimous score 10-0, 10-0 is Master of Disguise. It's the worst fucking movie ever made. It deserves every bit of that 1% it has on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience has
earned its crown. Yeah, I know. I think. Okay, so there may be worse movies out there, but this is definitely the worst like mainstream
successful
movie. Yeah, successful movie. Like Manos: The Hands of Fate is fucking a weird, shitty movie, but fucking like this was in theaters and had an ad campaign, and I remember the fucking trailers fucking burned into my fucking mind.
Yep. I think what should piss everyone off the most about this and why it should be the worst movie ever made is Dana Carvey made $40 million for this piece of fucking shit.
He was rewarded for this.
Is a crime against humanity.
Yes.
So glad we're moving past this now. Well, almost. We're going to give you some trivia facts. Real fast before we tell you what we're doing next week. I don't think you said this on camera, but Nick told me this already. For years, there has been a rumor that at the scene at the Turtle Club happened to be filming on September 11, 2001, and when word of the terrorist attack reached the set, the cast and the crew observed a moment of silence with Dana Carvey already in the turtle costume. This is not entirely correct. What actually happened is that the film didn't even begin production until September 24th. The scene was the first scene they shot. Everyone felt weird to make such a silly movie after a terrible tragedy. Right before they filmed, director Perry Blake gave a heartfelt speech to the cast and crew. They said a prayer, and there was a moment of silence while he was in the costume, and then he called action. My God.
So this is where he was psychologically during the turtle scene, just to let you know. Just thinking about 9/11 deaths.
It was the first scene they shot. Originally scripted as an R-rated comedy, however, during rewrites, Dana Carvey steered the jokes toward a much younger demographic in an attempt to make his two sons, who were preteens at the time, laugh. Because a majority of his projects were not suitable for children. This wasn't either. His sons felt live-action PG movies were nerdy and not cool, so Carvey tried to make a movie that felt PG-13, but failed. Wow, bro. All right, and finally, I got two more, actually. Adam Sandler came up with two of the film's gags, Abraham Lincoln dancing to I Like to Move It, and Pistachio biting a guy's nose off and spitting it back on his face. Dana Carvey said later that the film would have gone nowhere without his help.
So, yeah, he takes full blame.
That's where he got his $40 million, I fucking guess. Dana Carvey portrayed former President George H.W. Bush during his tenure on SNL. After seeing Will Ferrell's George W. impression, Carvey wanted to do it in this movie. The entire scene in Costa Rica was added at the last minute for the impression. No fucking shit.
Duh. Yeah, we could tell. Obvious from space.
All right, Nick, your turn.
All right. In The Love Guru, there is an extra scene with Kanye referenced as Ye. here, because I guess that's legally his name now.
Yay. It's yay.
Being interviewed at a hockey game to which Mike Myers has brought him. Each time the interviewer gets the microphone to Kanye, Mike Myers leans in and keeps repeating, "Don't say it, don't say it." Mike Myers was on stage with Kanye West when Kanye made this infamous George W. Bush doesn't care about black people statement. So, hey, George W. Bush in both these movies, kind of.
They should have put that in.
Yep. This is kind of a cool one. As revealed in an episode of Through the Keyhole 2013, Vern Troyer kept much of the small-sized furniture in Coast Cherkov's office that was designed for this movie and used them in his own house.
Well, that's kind of cool.
According to Stephen Colbert from an interview with Chris Rock, Colbert and Jim Gaffigan improvised their scenes because they were filmed during a writer's strike.
Well, Colbert carried that.
Let me see here. During the scene when Guru Pikta and Rajneesh are singing More Than Words, the man waving a lighter on Guru Pikta's hybrid pillow is a real member of the crew. He also appeared at the beginning of the movie after Guru Pikta sings 9 to 5, which he takes the pillows off camera. There was a real Jacques Lecoq. He was an actor called the father of modern mime. All right. Last one. In 1998, it was reported that Mike Myers would be playing 4 characters in Austin Powers: The Spy Who Shagged Me in 1999, the 4th being Austin's love guru. This character finally surfaced as a starring role in 2008.
Wow.
So this is a failed character they cut from the Austin Powers movies.
Totally tracks. That actually makes complete sense. What a weird spin-off.
Yep.
Well, with those fun trivia facts, this was Nick's turn to pick. Fuck you, Nick. And now it's my turn to pick.
Bring it up.
Much different vibe. We're not. I'm not even trying to get revenge. I just need a refresh for my brain. And what better way to do that than a pothead off? So we're going to be doing Dazed and Confused versus Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It was one of the first matchups we put on our wheels, and it's time to do it. I'm pumped for this one. This is a literal argument me and Jess have had about which one is better.
I'm sure it will cause no disharmony in the Vestal household.
I'm fucking psyched. I'll be like, we have data now to prove. Unless I end up being wrong. We'll see.
Yeah. It's like, damn it, she was
I'll be
right.
like,
Just
actually,
look at all
our
the
show is
empirical evidence.
bullshit, and you can't rely on anything we say.
Just light the whole computer on fire and walk away.
Flick fight is over, actually. Oh, but yeah, tune in next week for that. When was Fast Times made? Like 1980 something?
Yeah, I think it's 80s.
And then, Fast Time. Yeah, 1982. And then, Dazed and Confused was made in the 90s, about the 70s. It's funny how that works. But you can't fucking tell when you watch Dazed and Confused. It feels like you're watching a movie made in the 70s, even though these people would not have been alive.
No, it's a common trope that we're obsessed with 30 years before.
Right.
Just how it works.
You get to see Rip from Yellowstone when he was a young man, and Ben Affleck beating children with paddles.
And some questionable comments about high school girls.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. All of our legendary male movie stars now, back when they were fucking weird.
Yep.
My favorite part about Ben Affleck's character is still that he has a paddle that says FAH-Q. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Well, thanks for sticking along the ride for this pile of shit movie as we waded our way through it.
And according to the metrics, you like to see us suffer.
Yeah. So please give us 5 stars for doing this, and like the episode, share, come argue in the comments. I don't think this one will generate any massive religious arguments in the comments like Signs did, but
I don't know. Maybe we're talking about like a real actual Indian sect of like religion and practitioner.
Who knows? Maybe
after us. Our view count India drops to 0.
Either way, I'm fine with the arguing too. That was entertaining for me. But yeah, like, subscribe, rate the show. And tune in next week for our best 70s high school pothead off. But yeah, with that, I am Devin Vestal.
I'm Nick Nye.
And thanks for watching.
See y'all next time.